There we go. Probably should open this channel so that I can see if someone's in the chat. I need an extra monitor or 3. I only have 2 monitors. It's not enough.
Same. Like, when you have one monitor, it's like I would just need one other monitor and then I'm good. And then like you use that for a bit, and I'm like, okay, if only I had one more monitor over here.
Yeah. This is just it. If I had another monitor, I could do something else with it. I could have one just for Twitch and have one just for the Discord and have the other one set with all your character sheets and my encounter information on it. That'd be perfect.
True. Yeah, that would be great.
And then I can swap where I need as this goes, which would be fun. Oh, so I have my in-person group. I asked for something special for my birthday. I asked them, or asked one of the people in there if they could run a one-shot for me so I can not be a DM for a week. They agreed, and they're going to run. It's just third level, but they're going to run a one-shot for me. So I am playing a game with the silliest crew you can imagine. My crew consists of my wife playing a paladin who's gone Oath of the Ancients. One of the players is a moon druid, and the other player is being a ranger who insists on being a great weapon fighter.
Interesting.
And I am being a drow sorcerer who's gone wild mage.
Ooh, yeah, wild magic.
But for my background and my initial feat, acolyte, magic initiate, cleric. So I have healing word as a spell. So every single person in the group either has cure wounds or healing word.
So no one's dying. Got it.
I don't want to use healing word though, because I do want to give myself advantage on every roll. And the wild magic bonus, where I just have to roll on the wild magic chart, doesn't work if I use healing word. It only works on my sorcerer spells.
Yeah. Let's be real. Wild magic sorcerer is the only choice for sorcerer subclass.
It should be nice and silly. I'm looking forward to trying it. So that's not this weekend, that's the weekend after. I'll tell you how it goes afterwards.
I'm excited to hear about it.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited too. They've gone to a lot of work. They have done up a bunch of physical props. They have TA'd things. They insist on just doing it as a one-shot, but then they're like, well, it might end up being 2 sessions just to get it done. But if people like it, maybe it'll happen again. I guarantee people are going to like it. So
look, depending on how the one shot goes, maybe they could make it into a full campaign.
Exactly. And I mean, I wasn't able to make my character without giving him a backstory. So even for one shot, I couldn't do it. Yeah.
I'm weird in that I don't make my characters' backstories when I'm making the character. I make my character's backstory while I'm playing them.
It's fair. I want that inspiration before I play them. But hey, if that's what works for you, I'm cool with it.
For me, it depends. I could I change stuff when I play characters, but at the start, I have a brief idea of what I want the character's backstory to be.
Yep.
Yeah, for me, I just go with the process of, okay, I want to get a feel for how this character plays and work based off of that to build their backstory.
That's fair.
Makes sense.
I mean, I'm a sorcerer. I I more or less am a mobile artillery platform, but the interesting things are how I role play it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is what it is. All right. So where did we leave off?
I don't remember.
If I remember correctly, we had just finished sneaking into Hakon's place, getting his book, and then
Well, we got
went
2
to a place
pages of
with
a
new.
book.
Yeah, and then then we got into a place that a new guy was dead in, and learnt of the other nobles who were on the council.
You had
Yeah, I remember.
you had
I
indeed
remember
taken the
that.
minutes from the council meetings.
I remember that Waver also wanted to go back to the library this session.
Yes.
Yeah. You have a list of all of the council members.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, the way I gave you that list, Livia, why are you doing acrobatics checks?
Oh, I was just rolling for fun a while ago.
All good. It's all
I
good.
did so many rolls
So
just for fun.
the way you
She's trying
got
to do a backflip, no worries.
that's fair. The way you have
That sounds
absolutely the way you have those names written down, you started with the names that you already knew, and then the other names in the order that they appeared in the ledger.
Mm.
when we got the list, we were so excited that we realized they were happening in order.
But nah.
I mean,
It was,
to be fair, that is a pretty reasonable assumption to make.
yeah.
Like I said, I had to make sure you knew how that list was actually come up with because it was you writing them out. You're like, well, we know these names
Yeah.
first. That was how that went.
Makes sense.
Now,
God, I really don't remember what happened when we last left off.
pardon me?
What we were doing last. I don't remember what we were doing last. We were going to do something, but we decided to end the session before we did it.
You
We were going to go to the library and get stuff, right?
you went to the library. You got a bunch of stuff. You were going to go back because you'd asked them to try and look for stuff in other languages.
Yes.
Yes.
But that hadn't happened yet. Trying to go through in my mind the other things that you had said you were going to do. You knew about the attacks, or you've already dealt with going to the Green Griffin and chatting with them about the attack there.
We found a dead body.
You did. You found a dead
Yes.
body who seems very, very old.
Yeah, Speak with Dead is kind of broken, isn't it?
I mean, you spoke
It's
to
helpful.
you spoke to a dead body, and then you found a dead body that didn't have a lower jaw.
Wonder who
It
could
was
have done
filleted.
that. Yeah,
We
I wonder
also
who
found
could
out
have
that
done
that person who was filleted was Pirot,
Piotr.
whatever the
Piotr.
guard's name was.
Piotr.
Piotr.
Yes.
Piotr.
Yes, it was. So you know that he, intentionally or not, was a killer.
Yes. And we have a sneaking suspicion that Hakon's the one who killed the guard. I mean, it makes sense given contact clues, because the same thing happened to the shopkeeper we told Hakon about, and they ended up dead. And then we told Hakon about Piotr, and then they ended up dead. So
Yeah, maybe we should just like stop telling our suspicions to Hakon.
I just don't get why he resorts to murder so fast. If he is doing it, we know this is just speculation.
It is speculation. Why would he do something like that?
I don't know. Maybe because they're getting in the way of his plans.
It's a possibility. All right. So, what would you like to do next?
Library.
Going for the library?
Yeah.
Knowledge
I'll-
is power.
I'll go with them to the library as well.
All right. Now, admittedly, they have had less than a day to try and find anything.
Mm.
What do
You
you mean?
wa-
They had an entire week.
You are mostly asking for, as I recall, the information about the key.
Yeah. Because that's basically all we found
And
when we were
yeah,
looking.
and Noah deer. Anything
And
about Noah
yeah.
deer, right?
In any other languages, yeah.
Just making sure. Yeah, the key of Zal, the name Zal, and Noadir were the things you were asking about. Jeez. All right. Well, I can tell you without much effort, they have not been able to find anything at all on Noadir.
Okay.
No, let's not make this roll there. We don't need to make the roll on one of your sheets, then everyone gets to see it.
This Noah deer is a mysterious entity, aren't they? No one knows about them.
Noah deer is just this creepy ghost who wants to control people.
Is that what he is?
Is he a ghost?
Is he?
We
so.
think. It is
So
a
are
possible
we at the
theory.
library right now?
You are currently at the library. I'm just my web browser's going a little slow. I'm trying to make a roll.
Yeah.
Mm.
In this time, Livia's gonna turn to Waver. Hey, Waver, is Noah deer a ghost?
Well, I presume so, but it's hard to tell at this point with the little information we have.
It is the going theory.
I mean, would make sense. You think they're possessing people, right? And only ghosts do that.
One of the researchers looks at you, Waver, as soon as you walk in. I am so sorry. We were only able to find literally just this one document bearing the name Zal and linking it to the name of Ankarsari?
Ooh. Wait, what language is it in?
It is an ancient Draconic.
Oh, I don't know that.
Well, you see, my friends.
Do you know ancient Draconic, Waver?
Not yet.
What do you mean,
I
not
know
yet?
I know Draconic.
It is, yes, this is, it is Draconic. It is a dialect of Draconic. It is understandable if you know Draconic. They can understand it. The document does not say much.
Hmm.
What does it say?
It merely mentions in passing that Ankarsari is collecting the key of Zal.
Oh. That's... Huh.
For a refresher,
Ankasari was the guy...
in charge of the museum.
Yeah.
Who died in session 1.
We don't know what the key looks like, do we?
No, we have no idea.
Or if it, or
Well,
if
if
it's
he-
even just one part, it could be split
Well, if
into
he
multiple
was,
parts.
if the guy we're trying to get the items back for, was collecting the pieces, are the cursed objects the key of all?
Like all together, you mean?
Well, together.
Is possible.
Hmm.
That could also be a reason. Well, is the bastion connected to the place where we're putting all the cursed items once we get them? Dark?
Yes,
Yes.
I
it is
assume so.
physically connected to them.
That could be the reason why our bastion was attacked.
Ooh.
Waver will thank the workers for their work.
I am sorry. Unfortunately, the information you're requesting is fairly obscure, and we were unable to come up with anything further.
She would nod in understanding and still, thank them for
Uh,
doing what they could do.
Olivia's gonna turn to them. He's like, you don't need to apologize. Any information is better than no information.
As you say.
Hmm.
So if Ankasari was
Wait,
collecting,
Can I ask
Or-
how old the document was?
ooh, that's a good question.
The document only looks to be maybe 25, 30 years old,
Okay.
but it is written in an ancient draconic dialect.
That is interesting.
Yes.
Interesting choice.
Is this a smaller part of and like a bigger piece of text, or is it just that by itself?
It was a much smaller part of a larger text, and you can see that it's been patched into it. So it's a collection of texts, really.
Hmm.
What was the larger text about?
It was. Give me a second. Open this. The writings of Obahai Vren.
Who the hell is that?
The researcher looks at you. Obahai Vren was a dragon of some renown, who documented a great many things throughout history.
Hmm.
Dragons can write?
Cool, I know
Whoa.
where you're standing with it. I'm going to go with knowledge arcana rolls across the board.
Alright.
Sure. 10.
15.
13.
Oh, it's a.
At,
Hold on. Where's Arcana?
no, don't worry about it, Broshi.
Griffin thought.
You already told me what you felt on it.
Look, let's Livy. What Livy's talking about.
So anyone not Padre. Dragons are big, evil, beastly creatures that breathe fire and kill things. Eat sheep and shit.
Not all of them. Most of them.
As far as people are concerned, if you haven't had any experience with them, dragons are these big beasts that, yeah. This is who they are. All right. Padre, you've heard of dragons, shall we say, of a different color? The horse of a different color type thing? Yeah. You have definitely
Okay.
heard of dragons who have different temperaments, and some actually do have quite a scholarly bent.
Sure.
At this
How
point,
did
you
he write it?
I'm just gonna look at Livio and basically say he wrote it how anyone else would write it.
Yeah, but how? The dragons have these giant claws. They can't. How?
They can be scholarly. You didn't know that? They
What?
can they
What
can
do you? How?
They can be what?
they can be scholarly.
How is that?
What?
Huh? What? What? Are you high?
Look, I don't. I might
Not
know
all
how
dragons
smart.
are okay. Hold on. Not all dragons are all like breedy fire, steal your sheep type things. Like there, lots of dragons have different temperaments, and some like to study things and record things. So it's
I
feasible.
might not know how smart a dragon is, but I
Dragons are pretty
just
smart.
I don't know how. I want you're not telling me how they're able to write something, Padre.
I don't know the specifics. They probably just dictated. I don't know, to someone else to write down, perhaps.
Padre, it does make a
My
lot
guess.
more sense that this is written in that ancient draconic dialect now.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Because it is literally an ancient dragon writing it.
But it's on a paper that's like 25 years old.
Well, at
Okay,
least
it's an
that part.
ancient being.
At least that part makes sense. But everything else about what you're saying does not.
Padre gets shunned from the group.
I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it.
Dragons are
But
crazy.
No, they're
don't you need to
not all.
understand it to
Oh my
explain
god.
it?
Okay. Um, you know how? Okay, forget dragons for a second. You know how different people have different like personalities? Like some
Yes.
people are crazy, some people are like
It's crazy a personality.
This is not at
it
all
can be.
synonymous with crazy.
Anyway, dragons are the same way. Like some dragons, yeah, some dragons will are crazy and like will like breathe fire, blah blah blah. But that's hardly the whole picture. There's plenty
So
of dragons.
only crazy dragons breathe fire.
No, there are crazy
That's not what
dragons
I'm
that breathe
saying.
other
The
things.
point I'm trying to make is there is variety. There is a variety of different dragons with different temperaments that might be motivated to do different things based on that.
What were we doing here again?
Getting knowledge.
I'm trying to explain how a dragon could have wrote this to
I can
Livia.
understand how a dragon could. I don't understand why one would. It doesn't
Why
make
not?
sense.
Why would anyone write something like this?
Well, a person might want to collect history, sure, but why the hell would a dragon? Why would
Is
they care?
Why
is the
why
researchers just
wouldn't a
listening to
dragon?
all of this?
Hold on. A dragon could want to collect history the same reasons a person might want to.
But that doesn't make sense.
Why? How? What's not making sense? Which part of it is not making sense to you?
Dragons are fucking bonkers. Why would
Not
they care
necessarily.
about
I think. Hold on.
Livia's gonna walk out of the library. Is the researcher just listening to all of this arguing?
Oh yeah.
I just this poor researcher just tried listening to me trying to explain that dragons can have different personalities than just ragey, breathe fire on you, blah blah blah.
Completely fair.
Padre and Waver turns to the researcher. Which one of us is right?
Well, obviously, this book has been written by a dragon who is very scholarly and has taken notes on many things in history over the last 1,500 years at least.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how do you know it was written by a dragon? Were you there? Did you see them pen it? No. So how do you know it was that dragon?
God.
My favorite part of the session is when
Okay,
we
okay.
talk about dragons for 10 minutes.
You don't okay, hold on.
Talking about dragons for 10 minutes.
So your preconceptions of what dragons do might be a little warped.
I don't understand how it could be literally any different.
You know what? I give up. If you're if, the point is the dragon wrote this. That's all you need to know.
Fair enough. Padre's basically throwing up his hands.
Whatever. Arguing about this won't get us anywhere. We need to focus and find whatever the hell is going on with all of this. Gestures broadly.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what are you doing?
What a great 5 minutes of the session.
Yeah.
Where are you looking at going next?
I don't know.
Okay, I have a potentially really dumb idea.
Oh, let's hear it. We're all for dumb ideas.
Does this place have a church, Garth?
It actually does. It has a couple of temples.
Cool.
One of the things
Maybe we could check out one of those.
one of the things that I have stressed when it comes to temples in this particular world, remember, because of the way this world is set up, there's very rarely a temple to one individual deity. It is usually a temple to a concept. So you may have literally a temple to death, or
Yeah, that is more specifically what we're trying to look for. A temple that would somewhat associate with our current predicament.
all right. So in this particular town, there are 3 major temples. One is to fortune. What?
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't have that screen up, so I couldn't see who was beeping. One is to fortune. One is to health. And one is to luck.
I see. I guess the closest thing would be health.
All right. So you're gonna head there.
Waver is very specifically going to wait outside.
All right. Is everyone else going with, or is the party separating out again?
Livio's probably gonna follow because he doesn't know what we're doing anymore.
Yeah, I'll go.
All right, Padre?
Oh, sorry, I was kind of zoned out there for a second.
You're following as well, or
What just happened?
all right. So Waver wants to go to one of the three major temples in this city, this town.
Okay.
Specifically, the temple of that is to health,
Okay.
and hang out outside it. I'm not sure what we're waiting for yet.
For what reason?
Just to look at it.
Just to look at
Admire
the
it.
temple?
How many
Okay.
nobles are left alive, Darth?
Make a sketch.
There are 6 more on the on that particular list. That's not including the Lord Darris.
No.
Yeah.
Interesting that you're excluding Lord Darius.
It's fair. There are 6 more on the council plus Lord Darris.
After we do this temple thing, I have a dumb idea.
We'll hear you out.
Now or after the temple thing?
After. We
Okay.
need to focus on one dumb thing at a time.
Is there really such a thing as a dumb idea?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. What is it you want to be waiting for?
The answers to fall into place.
Waver, is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Waver's not going inside the temple.
No, you're waiting outside. What is there anything in particular you're waiting for?
Oh, I'm just gonna wait for them to be back and yeah.
Are you all waiting outside the temple?
I guess.
Yes.
This is
You
why
guys go inside. You
Oh.
guys go inside. I'm waiting out here.
What are we doing in there?
What are we gonna do in there though?
What? No, ask about ghosts, afterlife, stuff like that. Anything that can get us answers. I'm just
Livia will
not
go inside.
going in there.
All
Okay.
right. Well, if Livio's going inside, Padre's going inside to make sure Livio is in check.
Well, then I'm in check.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Is there any reason why you're not going inside? Wait.
I really don't want to go in. Just go in without me. I'll just keep a watch on the street, make sure nothing happens while we're gone.
All right, I'll go in the temple then.
All right. Can I get a perception check from Waver?
Sure. Uh, 13.
All right. Let me just see. The rest of the party has all entered into the temple, and you notice that the street has emptied out. For a temple to health, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of traffic going on.
I mean,
It's
considering
probably
recent
too
events,
expensive.
fair enough.
True.
There
Also, considering recent events, fair enough.
that is true. That is true. There is one figure heading in your direction on the street.
Mhm.
That was interesting noise. That's right. My computer is being very, very slow trying to bring this information up. You see the same form you fought the other day in the street moving towards you.
Oh shit.
What are you doing?
I am immediately casting the message cantrip and just sending a message to everyone, just saying, "It's that undead creature from before. It's coming towards me now."
As soon as I hear that, I'm immediately gonna turn around and go back out the.
Yeah.
Same. And
I'll,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
worry a little bit.
yeah, I'll get to you in a bit on that. All
Uh-oh.
right. So what I'm gonna get is I'll get a wisdom save first from Waver.
3.
Oh no.
So
it's
you're
happening again.
You are scared of this thing.
Mm.
It is close enough you can hear its voice at this point, though.
Mm.
Hold. I need
I'm sorry, what?
your help. What are you doing? It is moving towards you.
What did it say?
Waver, did you hear me?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
It said, "Halt, I need your help."
Oh, I heard something way worse for the first word. I might need to get my hearing checked.
All good. All good, Livia. I wasn't too worried because you're not there yet.
Yeah, I know.
You need my help? What with?
Noah dear must be destroyed.
Destroy.
We are aiming for the same thing, but I do not know where he is.
He has been killing nobles so his
Yes.
pet can get richer.
As I thought.
Look at
I want to help.
look for who hates nobles.
That would be basically every single person in this city, apart from the nobles themselves.
Find him, kill him.
We will try, but there's just one thing I want to make sure of first. You, or at least your companions, friends, whatever, you've been a- attacking people. That won't help the situation. It will only escalate things worse.
I need to kill Noah dear.
I can help with that. Just
Killed
please.
me. He must be destroyed.
Again, I can help with that. Just please make sure you don't hurt innocents. They don't deserve to be wrapped up in this.
He is where I attack. I can smell him.
He can possess people. He can shake off the scent by making you attack a vessel, but
His pet. I smell his pet.
then perhaps we can work together. You seem to be able to track him. I can help you, and my friends can help me to help you bring him down.
Look where I attacked.
The
He
Green
turns.
Griffin?
He turns away. Everyone else comes out as he leaves.
Waver is visibly shaking,
Do
and
we see him leaving?
You see somebody leaving.
Waver, what the fuck happened?
okay, the thing that we fought in the cemetery, it was here, and it approached me. Oh God. Mm. Mm.
Livio's gonna walk up to Waver and put a hand on her shoulder. Just take a deep breath. Calm
It-
down. You can
it talk-
explain after.
It talked to me.
What did it say?
It's after Nowhere Dear too. That's why it's been attacking. It's been trying to get to Noah Dear.
Okay.
The Green Griffin. It said to look where it attacked. The Green Griffin. That's apparently where this person who's controlling Noah Dear is.
Okay. It didn't say anything else about Noah Deer, did it?
Not other than the fact that they killed him. Well, yeah, this undead thing was killed by Noah Dear apparently, and it wants revenge.
You could be talking about the one corner table because that's where they were attacking. In my dream, at least that's where they were hidden.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I think we should go back to the Green Griffin and investigate a little more there.
Yeah, prime suspect number one is obviously the person running the place.
All right. You gonna head over to the Green Griffin?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, and
You,
I'd just like to note that even now, Waver is still visibly shaken by what just happened.
that's completely fair. Uh, the poor section of town is not that far away from the temple, so you're able to get to the Green Griffin pretty quick. Padre, can you please make me a perception check?
Sure can. 18.
You see a lot of eyes that are following you.
Yeah, I feel like you're doing this just to torture Padre at this point.
Oh my god. Wait, like this is from the same people that were there before when I got pickpocketed? Or
I mean,
mostly?
they could be
Oh no.
dirty, thin, poor faces. All look the same, don't they?
I'm gonna make sure I know where my coin purse is at all times while we're here.
That's fair. That's reasonable.
Yeah.
All right.
But I will go to the innkeeper and I just kind of say, "Have you seen someone by the name of Noah Deer around here?" Just to try to gauge his reaction, uh, by the mention of the name Noah Deer.
Go ahead. Oh, cool. Let me just make a roll for him. Can't say I've ever heard that name. Never.
The Green Griffin is still like destroyed, pretty much, right?
It's the rubble from the tables and chairs has been cleaned up. The door is actually even back on its hinges. People are still avoiding it because people died there.
Okay.
Does the innkeeper seem like he's being truthful about what he just said, or to me?
Go ahead and make me an insight roll.
I
Yeah,
will.
Vader's gonna do that too.
Absolutely.
Oh no, I rolled the 6.
17.
14.
To the best of your insight, he is being completely honest.
Is that one corner still messed up, or is it has that been cleaned up as well?
The table has not yet been replaced.
Okay, I'm just gonna investigate around there, see if I can find anything abnormal.
All right. You investigate around there. My computer is being very, very slow, and I apologize. It's actually being slow enough that it looks like it has locked up on that tab. Yeah, my tab is completely frozen. Woohoo! I'm going to have to just bring all that back up in just a moment. In the meantime, you're looking for anything out of the ordinary, you say?
Yes.
You don't find anything out of the ordinary there.
Art.
Obviously, I've left that tab open too long. It's complaining at me.
Jane, you said in your dream it was that specific corner of the inn.
Yes. That the creature was heading towards.
Padre is actually going to look around there too and see if he can find anything that might be being concealed by like a secret compartment, like a loose floorboard, or by magical means as well, if he's able to do that.
What do you have that could see for magical means?
I guess just like I not really anything. I was just like looking. I was just wanting to look for like any types of runes or anything that might do that, but I guess I can also just look for like physical hideaway spaces.
Go ahead and make me an investigation roll.
All right.
Waver is
What are you pulling?
considering doing something.
I am fighting with my computer.
Did this just start happening, Darth? Your
Yeah.
computer?
Yeah. It was operating a little slow, but this is the first time I've completely locked up entirely on my
Wow.
browser.
Do you think restarting your computer would change anything?
It might, but it would also crash the stream,
Right.
which I'm trying to avoid doing.
It makes sense.
So I'm using Task Manager right now to just wipe that browser and try and bring it back.
And yeah.
The problem is that browser is the one that had all of your character sheets up on it, so now I have to pull them all back up. That'll be fine. Does mean I also have to trust your roll until I can get back up there. So
I got a 24 for investigation, by the way.
Cool. The only thing out of place that you see at all is what appears to be the boot prints for where someone has walked there. Actually appear to be completely new soles to shoes.
News. Interesting.
Really?
Oh,
You stupid machine.
I'm gonna point that out to to the others.
The system just asked if it would like me to, or if I would like it to bring up all of the pages that just crashed out, and I said yes, because of course I would, right?
Mhm.
And it just brought up the starting pages
And
anyway.
it's gonna crash again?
No, it just brought up the starting pages
Dang.
anyway. Like that's not what I wanted.
What did Padre find?
The
The
footprints.
footprints, yeah.
Yeah. I will let you
And
discuss.
you said they're like they're like new soles to shoes or whatever.
Yeah, so that you don't see any cracking at all on those prints.
Yeah.
You don't see any debris on there. Yeah.
Like the shoes that made the prints are like brand new, is essentially what that means. Not sure how that's relevant, but it might be.
Where did the tracks lead? The footprints?
I mean, to that table and then back out the door.
Okay.
The only reason I mentioned it at all, Padre, is because in this particular establishment, generally speaking, everyone is very, very poor. So most of the
Right.
footprints in here are from boots that do a whole lot of service.
Yeah. Sure.
So you asked for
Hmm.
anything out of the ordinary. That's the only thing out of the ordinary there was to find.
All right.
Mm, I'm thinking of doing something, but it might be really, really stupid.
I like
What is it?
stupid ideas. They're fun.
I have a detect magic scroll.
You don't need to use that. I have detect magic.
Oh, okay. Try using that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use detect magic on. I assume you want to do it on the table or like the corner.
Well, that's not how detect magic works.
You
Don't
Alright.
use it
sense
on a
the area.
thing.
You just use it, and then you can see magic.
I forgot.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll use detect magic.
Other than
My
the
magic ruby. Oh my
other than the
God.
magic on you folks, nothing.
Nothing. When he said, "Look where he attacked," did he mean the Green Griffin?
I mean, that's where he attacked.
What, didn't he attack multiple places?
No, because the first time we caught him in the graveyard, which is presumably where he comes from.
Well,
Well, hold on. When he
he caught
attacked,
you guys in the graveyard.
yeah, hold on. What, the first time he attacked, wasn't that like in town? Maybe we need to
No,
go
he
there.
was in the graveyard. He was in the graveyard. We were going there to do some investigation, and he saw us and came after us. We ran away because, scary undead creature.
Well, maybe we need to look in the graveyard then.
I would have.
Huh.
You know what?
This
Fine.
is the only place he really attacked, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, because like
Like,
a
I'm
lot,
not
like
finding anything here. I don't know what
people
else to
died
do.
here. People didn't die in the graveyard, as far as we're aware.
I mean, there are
People
dead
were already
people
dead
there,
when they got to the graveyard. They were already dead.
Well, he attacked us in the
Um,
graveyard.
Yeah,
Or
but
you
like,
guys.
if you're talking about like attacking, like there's people died here from like the same sort of attack. I'd assume it's over here rather than the graveyard.
what is a rat's senses? Like, what can they smell?
Oh,
I don't
How
know.
good is their
There's like
smell?
That's a good question.
you're at?
Can they
But
smell death?
I haven't long rested, so I can't resummon Hoodie. I have the rat that I can summon.
It's true. What exactly are you looking for out of that sense of smell?
I was gonna have the rat sniff the footprint.
Yeah, it's not
See
going to
if I
be
can get
able
a scent of a
to.
person.
It's not going to bloodhound it
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but I thought I'd ask anyway.
That's fair.
Mm,
Not complaining about that.
So the footprints, they go into the corner,
What?
right?
You cut out.
So the footprints go into the corner, right?
Yes, they go from the
Door
door
to
to
a
the
table
corner.
and then out.
Yeah.
Oh, to the corner.
But
the
then
table is in the corner.
from the door, you said they go from the door. Can we follow them out the door maybe to see where they came from?
You can't follow them after they hit the street.
Okay.
Can I investigate the table the footprints went to?
The table itself is gone because it got smashed in the attack.
There's nothing there where nothing at all where the table was.
Currently, no. He has not replaced it yet.
Yeah, so
But there's no
it feels like
debris
we're
on top of the footprints at all. That's what you said.
right.
I did say that he cleaned up, but he has not replaced everything yet. Mostly because, well, again, no one's coming in, so he hasn't had a huge rush to do it.
So hold on. If the footprints are from new shoes, wouldn't that imply that it wasn't an undead that attacked? Because they would have old shoes, no? Or
Didn't we
or possibly no shoes at
didn't we
all.
see the dust from the creatures, or was that cleaned up the first time we got there?
So
If it was there at all.
the place is not particularly clean, but the rubble was all cleaned up. When I okay, so I need to explain something a little bit better to because Padre's missing something here.
You go ahead. I'll say something afterwards.
Yeah.
The footprints that I was talking about lead to the table and appear to have sat at the table.
Right. Okay. So
Not
you're
attacked the
saying
table.
you're saying those aren't of the attacker.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know. No, it makes sense now. Yep, I got it.
I just remembered something from like the first session that we were in this place.
Yeah.
There was a specific person who, by the note of the innkeep, had more money to spend than usual.
Oh right.
That's a good point. Were they hold on, because there was one person besides
Who was
us
eating meat.
who was eating food. Everyone
We
else was just drinking
We
ale.
should ask the innkeeper.
Do we
about that.
remember where that one person was sitting? Was
Oh,
it at
at
that
the
table?
in the
They were
corner.
Padre
They were sitting
talked
in the
to
corner.
him.
I feel like we went over this last session.
Padre
Yeah.
talked to him.
Did you?
No,
Well,
he didn't.
no.
You went
No,
I
to,
think
but
I
he was
did,
gone.
actually.
Yeah, Padre talked to the innkeeper about that specific person.
No, you're
While
right.
they
That's
were
what it
there.
was. Yeah, I talked to the innkeeper about the one person.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
were just asking, oh, who is that person? And they said, oh, that's X. Can't remember the name.
Tad.
And,
Tad was his name.
Yeah,
Tad.
Tad.
Had.
All right, I think that's suspect number one right now.
Had.
There have been a lot of suspect number ones, Waver.
I'm aware, but that's how criminal investigations go. Someone's got to be number one.
Let's see. So Tad was his name. We didn't get like a last name or anything. Just Tad.
Just Tad.
Okay. I guess we
Waver
can
is
ask
going to
the innkeeper about Tad and just like see if we can figure out where he is now.
Well, I mean, he hasn't been in a few days, mostly because no one's come in. But he used to be in every night to eat.
Okay. When was the last time he came in? Exactly.
A few days ago.
The day before the thing attacked.
Yeah,
Okay.
he just said that.
Oh, did he? I just heard like a few days ago. But, okay. And he didn't at the time he didn't say anything about where where he might be going after that, or
He comes in, he orders food, he eats the food, and he leaves. He mostly just keeps to himself.
hmm. Okay.
Now, I will say, and I hate to say this, driving business to my competitors, but if he's not getting food here, he almost certainly is eating somewhere. He doesn't strike me as much of a home
That's
cook.
a good point. We could okay.
He should check at the.
We could try the
where
other
we're
inn
staying.
and
First,
see if
the
he's
place we're
been
staying.
frequenting there.
Yeah.
Isn't
we
there a
might
third
as
in
well
as
go-
well, or is there just two?
Or is there
there is a
three
third
inns?
in as well.
Yeah, we
Because
might as well
we've
go
been
with that.
staying
Is
at
it
the
Red Griffin?
other inn. I don't think we've seen him there, right?
You have not seen him at the Three Swans.
Okay, so maybe we check out the third inn, whatever
Yeah.
the name inn
You
that is.
also haven't been hanging around the common room of the Three Swans much in the past couple days either.
That's fair.
It is up to you which way you go, but
What
yes.
time of day is it right now?
We could.
It is currently at this point trying to remember how much you did before. I would say
We did a
probably
lot.
yeah, I was gonna say probably 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Okay, maybe
We can-
what we do is we check out the third inn, and if
We could-
he's not there or not staying there, then we can check out the inn we're staying at again.
Actually, how far are the two other ends from each other? Like how long of a walk would it be?
We don't.
Probably-
Do we even know where the third inn is?
Well, we'll have to
You
ask
can
for directions.
you can ask for directions, and the innkeeper here can give you that. That's fine. No more than 15-minute walk.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, you probably could just do one after the other. Then I was almost worried about like him leaving in case we got the wrong one first.
Well, then why don't we just send 2 people to one inn, 2 people to the other?
I mean,
Oh
if it's
yeah,
gonna
because splitting up has worked
Splitting
historically
the
really
party, what a wondrous idea.
I mean, if it's gonna be 15 minutes anyways, I feel like we could just stick together.
Yeah, I think it just
Yeah.
makes more sense to check ours and then sorry, check this new one, then check ours because
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I
it
mean, which
takes
one's
a little
closer
longer to
actually?
do.
I just want to cause more problems for the storyteller.
Well,
Storyteller.
Storyteller.
You won't be
I don't know.
causing
Storyteller,
stories.
this
You won't
is
be.
the
You won't
clock
be.
tower
You
now.
won't be, you won't be causing problems for them. You'll be causing problems for us.
Look,
Anyway,
don't go to the graveyard again.
let's. I say we go to the. Well, what was the third inn called? Can I ask the innkeeper what the other inn was called?
The Red Griffin.
It was not the Red Griffin. It was not the Red Griffin. It was the Dancing Goat.
Dancing Goat. Okay. Let's go to the Dancing Goat.
Wait,
Well, that's a
which one's
stupid
closer
name.
though? I feel like we should just go which one.
The Three Swans is closer.
Oh well.
The Dancing Goat is in the nicer part of town.
I mean, were we planning on doing anything today after we checked out the inns, or?
I haven't had
Not
any
really.
plans yet.
Well, maybe we just end at our inn then. I don't know.
Makes sense to me.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the Dancing Goat then.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't. I think we have a plan set in stone now, so we don't need my stupid plan from before. it would have taken way longer anyway.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Uh,
All right. You head to the Dancing Goat. It is fairly lively. It is in the nicer part of town. It definitely has the feel of a lot of townsfolk who are, they're not nobles, but they have some money and are blowing
We're
off
more
steam.
well off.
They're more well off. They're blowing off some steam. You also get the feel that these are people who live here. They are not. They're not staying the night at the inn.
Mm.
The innkeeper, who's a fairly fat human, shouts out, "Oh, how can I help you?"
We're looking for someone named Tad. Have you heard of him?
Audrey's also just looking around the inn to see if he can spot him himself.
so we're just
Tad.
gonna listen.
Fred, I don't know that name. Can you describe him for me?
We don't
Do
really know
we
what he looks like,
remember
do
what
we?
he looks like?
Well,
that would be
we
a
did
knowledge.
see
That
him.
would be a knowledge check.
Oh, you see, it's kind of worse than that. Because, well, if you didn't...
Actually, let me.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, let me re-ask the question then. Have you heard? Have you heard of? Have you seen anybody new come within the last couple days?
Trying to think. No, nobody new. Lost a
All right.
couple people, but nobody new.
All right. Well, that probably answers our question.
Yeah.
Then,
Can
as
I-
long as I also can't spot him in the crowd, I guess.
Can I roll something to see if I can remember what the guy was wearing?
Absolutely.
What do I roll for that?
Give me an intelligence roll. It's memory. I'm usually going to fall back on intelligence.
Fair enough.
Also not just what he was wearing, but also just like
I got a 15.
physical characteristics.
You remember him being pretty nondescript. He looked like a peasant, dressed in clothes that looked like they hadn't been replaced in probably 2 or 3 years. Looked grimy. The only thing out of place about him that you noticed at the time was that he seemed to have the money for food.
Okay, I'll relay
Hmm.
that to the innkeeper and see what he says.
Certainly haven't seen any beggars in here.
Okay.
I would remember that.
All right, yeah, I think we can
Yeah,
head
let's
back.
head back to Arin and see if he's possibly there in the common rooms or something,
All right,
or has been.
you get back to your inn. At this point, you're looking at probably 6:30 by the time you've done all your running around and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it again looks like a decent crowd in the room. You don't see anyone by the description that Livio is giving, but you look around. What? Go
I'll
ahead.
ask the innkeeper anyways. Have you do you know of somebody named Tad that has gone here within the last couple days?
No one's offered up a name like that, but I don't ask names of a lot of people here. Heck, I don't even think I asked your name when you decided you were going to stay.
That's fair.
Mm.
Anybody new then?
Yeah, we've got several people coming in that hadn't been here before, probably because that other inn got attacked.
Yeah.
A lot of poorer folk coming in.
Mm. So it's quite possible he came here instead.
Yeah.
But like I mean, he, I'm guessing he probably wouldn't be staying in the inn. Probably just like eating at the tavern or whatever.
Probably, but I mean,
Any newcomers who seem to have very fresh clothes?
No. Most of the people who've been coming in who are new look pretty worn.
Hmm.
Are, are you looking or are you asking at this point? I do need to stress that.
Well, it doesn't seem
I'll
like the innkeeper's going to be much help anymore.
I'll start looking around.
So yeah, I'm going to start
Yeah,
looking.
Waver's gonna start looking.
Okay. You look around and scattered among the faces of the crowd, you see several faces that you recognize from the Green Griffin who
Mhm.
also have mugs of ale that they are nursing. But
Just ale or no food or
no, none of them have food.
okay. But others who didn't come from the Green Griffin,
Yep,
some have food. I
yep.
assume.
Others that
Okay.
you recognize from staying here or being here over the past few days.
So no Tad. Then I'm seeing.
Um, do we know of any like just general restaurants that would be around town, or is it just inns that you
Just
usually get food from?
inns. Just
Okay.
inns.
Mhm.
That was basically your restaurant for this type of
Yeah.
setting.
Another dead end.
I
It
think we're
seems
just
like-
overthinking it, and I don't know what we're overthinking.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I mean, what did you ask the innkeeper specifically?
If they about Tad, his name might not be Tad.
Okay, so you asked about his name. Did you ask anything else?
Asked about clothing description.
You asked if anyone was in fresh clothing.
Huh? Fresh clothing?
That was Waver was asking if anyone was in clothing that looked kind of fresh.
well, yeah,
Like
that
new
was
clothing.
that was
What about-
based on the footprints, I assume, being
What
new.
about- What about
But
grimy
based on Livio's description of Tad's clothing, it seemed like it's actually kind of worn.
Right. My thinking is that like with the new money that he's gotten himself new clothes.
Ooh. Maybe.
Anyone? I'm gonna ask the innkeeper. Anyone new staying in the inn tonight?
No.
Okay.
Just as I said, this crowd in. There's yeah, no one's staying here.
Waver is going to very specifically look for people who have like ragged clothes but shoes that are better quality.
You are going to look. I'll get your investigation roll or
Cool.
perception roll of it. Do perception.
Can I also look
Sure.
at that?
Sure.
I mean, it's literally it is literally the
Oh.
same roll for me.
That's not what I meant to roll.
Let's go, baby! Net one.
I got 15.
Hold on,
Are
let
we
me
all
roll.
looking?
Yeah, I'll look. Perception.
Wait, that's not right. I rolled the wrong thing.
6.
Where's investigation?
No, it's
perception.
perception.
12. Well, perception?
Yeah, perception.
Yeah.
Yeah, perception.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
You good?
19.
Okay.
Oh, there
So
we go. Finally, one good roll.
Broshi and Jane both see when it comes to the.
Who's Broshi?
Sorry, I apologize. Livio and Jane both see the when it comes to their footwear. Yeah, their footwear matches their clothes. The people who look like their clothes are worn all to shit, their footwear is beaten. The ones who look like they have a little more money to put into their clothes, their footwear's a little bit better.
Mm,
Do out of the ones that have like better clothes, I guess, is there any way to tell like if any of like their footwear looks brand new rather than just good?
No, it all looks pretty much like what you would expect to see.
Wait, I was going to ask, has there been anyone coming in recently who's had more money to spare than the average newcomer?
So now we're gonna ask for an insight roll for the barkeep. Woohoo!
Yay.
Well, there was that one.
20, not
No,
that
no, no.
good.
The barkeep needed to make an insight roll. You're asking him if there was
Oh.
anything, so he had to figure out, think about it.
Well, can we use waivers roll for the barkeep?
Yeah, can we do that?
I
So
feel
the
like
innkeeper
maybe
says,
it would work.
well, there was that one fella who was in earlier. Like he seemed poor, seemed like a beggar, but he ordered a bunch of food.
okay.
He
How long
looks
ago
over.
was this?
Pardon?
Livio's asking how long ago this was.
hour and a half, maybe 2. He starts looking through the room. He's not here now, but he was here and he ate.
He
Sounds like
didn't
we
say anything at all.
possibly just missed him.
Didn't say anything. Just ordered the food. Kept to
What
Kinda
himself.
time is
kept
it
to
right now?
himself.
Yeah, kept to himself. It sounds like the guy we're looking for.
What
Yeah.
time is it right now?
Mhm.
It's currently about 6:30.
Okay, so maybe tomorrow around 4:30 we can like camp out here or camp over here. See if we can catch him.
Possibly.
Because I don't think there's really going to be any
It-
way.
Yeah,
it could
there's not
also be
really a
poss-
way to get him
it- it-
today.
Yeah, there's also the possibility that he could be switching up which place he goes to now because of him being wary of being attacked. So
It's
he might not necessarily
possible,
come to the same place.
but like
Hmm.
I don't
Okay,
think
hold on.
right
Let's
now.
ask the innkeep. I'll ask the innkeep. Did did that same guy happen to come in yesterday as well, or no?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah, and like the
Hmm.
other innkeeper said that there was no beggars within the last 2 days, anyways.
Right, yeah. I was just
Right.
thinking
So
that
he's
maybe
probably
he-
just switched to here instead.
yeah, my thinking was just like maybe potentially he'd go to the third inn tomorrow, but luckily I have a solution for that, which we'll get to when the time comes.
Right. Well, in that case, I think we've probably done all we were able to do at least today.
Yeah, might as well get the long rest while we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
agree.
Seems reasonable.
If you have lost your heroic inspiration, regain it.
I did not lose it, so I
still
do not
heroically
regain
inspired.
it.
Long rest. Take long rest. Wait, are we getting a long rest?
We're
Is
doing
that-
that now.
Yeah.
If you want the long rest now, you can take the long rest now. That's fine.
Long rest. I did a long rest even though it did nothing for me because I
Well, it
didn't
should have
use
done
anything.
something because we took 2 points of damage, Padre.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah. we
Yeah.
took
Rose
2
thorns.
2 points of damage from the Rose Thorns.
Oh, I might not have taken the damage from that by mistake.
Wow.
Well, it doesn't matter
We have a
now.
cheater. We have a cheater.
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 I
Cheater.
might have forgot
Cheater.
about that.
Cheater.
Cheater.
Terrible.
Yeah. That means obviously since you
bad.
cheated about that, you can't be wrong about dragons. So, haha,
Yeah.
I win.
Yeah.
Terrible.
The
Got
dragon
there.
banter is continuing an hour later.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it is
Why
actually
don't
about
why
exactly
don't gotta
an
be
hour for you.
racist against dragons?
Uh,
It's like, do you expect
Anyway.
dragons to actually become relevant to my game?
yes.
It's
Oh,
D-
well,
it's
It's
D&D.
in the name,
right?
Dungeons and
Yeah.
Dragons.
It's D&D. A dragon has to appear at least once.
Yeah.
I suppose that's
It's
fair.
literally in the title of the game.
I
Like,
Part
suppose.
we
of
don't
the
even have to fight it.
laws of
There just
campaigning.
has to be at least a dragon.
I mean, there has been a dragon.
True.
The one who
Not
wrote
saying-
the stuff. Anyway.
Let's see.
But we don't know. We don't know if you wrote.
Oh, good.
Nah, he wrote it.
Oh, good.
Good.
Oh, I just noticed that the maps that I've put and uploaded for my other campaigns also show up in this one. So that's important to know.
Oh, that's
Mm.
terrifying. We're gonna have to fight soon.
Oh
I'm ju-
no!
I was just making
Hmm.
sure that this was a thing that worked.
Man, I
I
was
mean,
thinking
we
that
are-
we were
go-
talking
we are-
about dragons before, and now I'm worried that we're gonna have to fight.
We're
a
gonna
dragon
fight
just
a
because-
dragon
We're
who's
gonna have to
scholarly.
fight a
At level
dragon
5.
At level 5.
No, maybe it's because we're talking about, confronting someone with charges of murder. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Could be.
Well, we're not gonna confront them like that. We're gonna interrogate them first. and
Uh-huh,
then
and
charge them with
someone
murder.
and absolutely someone who's willing to murder nobles in order to enrich themselves would have absolutely 100% just completely be unable to kill us in moral ways.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I'm assuming it's the next day now.
Yep.
We have time to kill before our scheduled stuff.
Yeah.
Um. There's
Well,
nothing we
wait,
need to do today besides the
exactly.
stakeout or whatever you want to call it, right?
Olivia, is Hoodie coming back?
Yeah, of course, Hoodie's coming back.
I'm just making
Yeah.
sure.
Yay, hoodie!
I love Hoodie.
I
Just making sure.
want to switch out a spell. Thank
Yep.
you for reminding me.
Absolutely.
Um, Waver is going to, while waiting for this time to pass, set up her contingency in case people, you know, in case this person decides to switch up the place they're going to.
Contingency.
Yes, I have a sentient shrub.
It's true, you do.
A sentient shrub?
Yep.
I'm
Don't
pretty
you
sure
remember
Waver's
the
pulled that.
famous sentient
Yeah,
shrub?
we've known about this, Padre.
Oh, I might have forgotten because it's been a while.
So
I mean,
Waver is going
we've
to set.
yeah.
Waver is going to send her sentient shrub to just stay watch over this inn, and if anyone matching this description of this person that we're after comes that
Well,
way, the
Thi-
shrub will run over to them and inform Waver.
Hold on, this inn or the other inn?
No, the third inn, the dancing goat,
Okay.
oh,
which totally isn't a knockoff prancing pony.
Oh, where would it be?
I mean, sure.
Very, very different.
There are only so many names I could think of off the top of my head. Sorry.
It's fine.
A sleeping serpent.
Yeah, snack.
Neck.
Actually, that might be a good name for one. Write that down.
Neck?
No sleeping
Snack.
serpent.
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
snack.
um,
Snack is the best.
Nah,
name.
just call it, have an inn called Sneck.
It's just
I'm assuming that a lot of Livia's gonna go with Waver to the other inn while she does whatever they're doing. Can I look for another magic shop that isn't the Pegasus, whatever, unicorn
There's
horn?
sadly there's not one. You can look,
Sad.
there isn't one. I assumed that you would ask for
Upsetting.
directions first.
Yeah. Oh well. Just have to do it some other time then.
What was it
Yeah,
you were
and
trying
then
to do?
once that
I was gonna go into the magic shop and ask if they could identify that magic thing that I have in my inventory that I have no idea what it is. That's just labeled magic ruby.
Ah, yes. That I know what it is, though.
Yeah, you know what it is. I don't.
It's true.
That's why
I mean,
wanted
once we
to
once
ask
we
them
get
to
back
identify.
once we get back to home base, we'll probably find a way to be able to identify it. I mean, we have a stay-at-home Wolfric.
It's a true
True.
story.
So why
True
does that
story.
sound like an insult? Stay at home, Wolfric.
All right. So what are you folks doing?
Well, after Waver has set up her espionage shrub,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I guess she's just gonna chill out with everyone else while they wait for this to happen.
Can't really think of anything else that we could do. No.
Yeah, we're just kind of
Well, again, we could try and get more information from the churches, but it kind of feels like we already have a really good lead, and we might as well follow up on that.
Yeah.
yeah. Keep pulling this thread, you know.
Livio's going to look at Waver. Are you feeling better since last night?
A little bit better, yeah.
be sure.
Yeah.
You know, I've been meaning to ask. You seem to get awfully scared by those things, more so than the rest of us. Is there a specific reason?
I have a bad past about these sorts of things. I'll admit, at the first time I mistook it for something else, and the second time, well, being all this, what's been going on, it was kind of hard to not be scared by it.
Okay. I won't pry for more details. I'm here if you need to talk about anything.
It's appreciated.
All right, so you have the bush set up out by the dancing goat.
Yep.
Other than that,
Mhm.
you're just kind of hanging out here until 4:30 at the Three Swans.
Probably.
Hmm.
Sounds like the plan.
Yep. This is seeing if he shows up.
All right. Almost 4:30 on the dot. We're talking. Somebody comes in and immediately beelines for the corner table.
Mm.
He is
Mm.
wearing poor clothing, nondescript. Can I get perception checks?
Sure.
Perception.
Perception.
15.
16.
23.
Nice.
Livio,
Yeah.
those are really fucking shiny boots he's wearing. Brand new shiny boots.
Shiny boots.
Ooh, shiny.
Shiny.
Yes.
Everything else about this guy screams poor as shit. High quality footwear.
Well, I just gotta ask this for my sake. Do we know if any of the nobles who have died lost their shoes?
That's
actually-
a good question to ask.
You actually didn't check. You know some
I
of them
didn't
got
think we
robbed.
did.
You know some of them got robbed. You don't know what got taken.
Well, we wouldn't have known to check for the shoes
Yeah, we
till
wouldn't have
yesterday,
known.
Yeah.
to be fair.
God, that's such a stupid question to ask. Do we know
It-
if they lost their shoes?
Is it really that stupid?
I mean, at this point,
No,
I
that's
don't
a
think
fair
so.
question.
I don't think it's a stupid question at all, really.
I love having a wolf in the common area of the wherever we are.
Anyway,
Olivia is gonna make Hoodie just walk up to the guy, just sniff him.
He, as soon as he notices Hoodie, he looks nervous as hell and he stands up and starts to move towards the door.
I'm
Alright.
gonna stand up and try to intercept him. And
How tall is
I'm
this
also
guy?
going to be moving in.
well, not like actually like try to like physically stop him, but just try to like walk
Gonna-
towards the door at the same time and say and kind of try to talk to him a little bit and say, "Hey, how's it going?" Just try to distract him a little bit from leaving.
I'm in the wrong place. I have to go.
I don't think you do.
I'm also going to be going in at this point.
He
Not to
tried.
say anything.
Yeah, he tries to move for the door.
When this guy is like a decent distance away from
Mhm.
other people, Waver is going to cast sleep on them.
On
Uh,
everyone else, or
No, on the
No,
person. On
on
Tad.
yeah,
yeah,
how-
Padre, I'm going to cast sleep on the entire inn. What a great idea!
What's
And
what's the DC?
It's just the way you
I-
phrased that had
I-
me confused.
I will say I
DC is
don't
a
like causing.
wisdom save of 15.
Okay.
I don't like causing these problems, but Padre is probably in the range as well.
I probably am.
Isn't
Which is
it?
why I specified that I waited for this person to be like a decent distance away.
Yeah.
It's each creature of your choice anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Well, then
forgot-
it
I
works.
forgot
It
about
works.
that part.
It works. It just works.
Anyhow, yeah, he falls asleep, falls down.
Right on top of Padre. No.
Hopefully not.
All right.
Um,
I'll try and help carry him probably to like one of the bedrooms that we have booked.
That's
Can I-
not
can I-
suspicious at all.
Can I try and distract the innkeeper?
Sure.
While this is all going on.
What are you
Oh my
trying to
God.
do to distract him?
Wait, hold on.
Order some food. Just say,
Okay,
"Can I
okay.
get
I'm
some
gonna-
food
I'm
over
gonna-
here?" Wave my finger and make him look in my direction, away from everyone else.
I'll give you a
Yeah,
choice.
while
Give me either a performance or a deception roll. I don't care which. Give me one of the two.
while
Performance
Broshy's
or
doing that, I'm gonna
deception.
try to help Jane move the body into one of the
they're-
bedrooms.
They're both +2, so I'll just go with deception.
Sure.
That is a 5.
Oh no.
So the bartender's watching as these two halflings, yes, I know you're not a halfling. These two halflings are lifting the body and carrying him up the stairs.
Oh my
Do I
God.
notice that he notices?
You know what?
Make a perception roll.
All right. 22.
Yep. Yeah, you're watching him
You know,
as he makes direct eye contact with you and his jaw has dropped.
Olivia's gonna look at him. You know, we just have to ask him some questions. I swear we're not gonna do anything bad.
Make me a persuasion check.
Why is Livio the person doing
Wait. Okay.
I got a 13.
After Livio says it, I'm just like gonna clarify to the innkeeper. We have reason to believe that he's been involved in the murders of several of these nobles.
I'd like to point out you're shouting this over your shoulder as you're carrying the limp body of the guy up the stairs.
Yep,
I
that's
want you to know-
happening.
I want you to know that Livio is quite literally just mouthing "shut up, shut up, shut up" over and over again.
All right, Padre has officially done something stupid. Congratulations, Padre! Congratulations!
I tried.
The
Oh my
innkeeper
God.
just looks at you. I don't want any trouble.
What? We don't want to give you trouble. That's
We're not giving you trouble.
Still yelling this over.
Waver, what are you
Livio's gonna-
doing?
Livio's gonna point at Padre. Just get up the stairs now.
Hey,
I imagine that
I'll
Waver
defend
is
you,
just
Sherry.
so exasperated at this. And it's just like, all right.
This literally couldn't have gone worse for us.
I mean, we didn't start a fight.
We
That's
we
true.
we
We
didn't
didn't-
start a
we didn't
fight.
start a
We could have gone worse. We just gotta we just have the innkeeper's eyes on us now is all.
I feel like
Livio
honestly that's
is-
fine.
Livio's gonna give the innkeeper 10 gold pieces. Blackmail. No, I'm just kidding.
If you're giving him 10, I'm gonna ask your choice: intimidation or persuasion.
Intimidate. Well, that's gonna be a 22.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
You've never seen 10 gold disappear faster. You don't know where the hell it went.
All right, that'll work.
Oh my god! He's the person with the spirit board! He got the ghost to collect the coins! Get him!
We have a new suspect number 1.
New suspect number 1.
What are we doing with
God.
that? We need to get this.
Garth.
He's the innkeeper. What the heck? But anyway,
Um,
all right, we'll continue carrying the guy up the stairs
yeah.
to the bedroom.
uh,
And once we're in the bedroom, I guess we'll just like kind of just tie him down. I guess. However,
yeah.
we can.
That's
We'll make sure he's tied up.
To the bed. No.
Sure.
Make sure he can escape and move. And once we're sure he's nice and secure, I shall lift the sleep from him.
All right. Cool.
As soon as he wakes up, he looks around and he starts yanking at his arms and trying to pull free of the ropes. Let me go! Let me go!
Not until you answer a few questions first.
Let me go! I didn't do anything
Have
to you. Let me
you-
go!
Does the name Noah Deer sound familiar to you?
No.
Okay, he's lying, right?
Insight?
that's a lie.
Did you want to make an insight roll?
I would-
Do we
Fine.
need to? I mean,
I don't think we need to
Uh,
tell that's a lie.
no, I got a 15. It's fine.
Yeah, he's lying.
Yeah. Okay.
look here. You either answer our questions honestly, and we can get this done, and who knows, maybe, just maybe, you might not die. Or you can make this difficult for us. We'll get our answers anyway, and I'll make sure that you suffer. Which will it be?
As Waver is saying this, Poddy's also just gonna have like his hands on his scimitar and short sword in their hilt.
Livia's gonna look at Waver. Wait, I didn't. Did killing him part of the plan? I thought we were just asking questions.
Livia?
I don't know anything. I can't. I'm not saying anything.
At this
Well, if
point,
you're
Poddy's
going
gonna pull out his scimitar and short sword and
If you-
kind of just and just kind of lean them against the neck of this guy and say, "Are you sure you don't know anything?"
Have you ever seen somebody die of old age at 15?
Yeah.
I've seen
No,
Wait, is that him saying this?
He asks that to you. He looks straight at you, and yeah.
I've seen similar things, especially the past few days. Is this? You want to tell us more?
Are you saying like you've seen someone
I'm
age
saying
rapidly?
you can't threaten me with worse.
Wait, with what?
With words.
With worse. At this point, Waver is tired of this and wants answers. So she's going to consider doing one of two things.
I'd
here.
like to point something out to Waver.
Mm-hmm.
Speak with dead does not stop them lying to you.
I know.
Okay.
I'm well aware of that.
Just making sure you're aware of that.
Trust me, there are things far worse than what happens before you die. It's what comes after that is truly despicable. She's going to lower her cowl and reveal her crimson skin.
He scares me more.
Oh, so
Who
you,
does?
Him.
Who could possibly scare you more than that?
Him.
As I'm gesturing to a waiver.
Him.
Akon? No idea?
No.
Oh, dear God.
No. The spirit can do things that you can only dream of in the worst nightmares.
Trust me. What that thing can do to you isn't even close to what would come after.
He told me about his last master. And when he says the word master, he puts this weird twist in it, almost a sneer. He said that master failed him, and now he wanders the streets every night, never able to find rest.
Ah, the undead creature.
At this point, I stop threatening him with my blades and put my blades away, I guess.
Then
I'll
let
just
me put it this way. So far, your testimony is consistent with you being a hostage in this situation. If this is the case, and you are truly adamant about that, then, well, you might be punished. You would probably be punished for this, but I doubt you would be killed simply just for wanting to live.
I need to ask something out of character here.
Uh-huh.
Are you just saying that to him, or do you believe it?
Oh, Waver does not believe that
Okay.
whatsoever.
Then I'm going to ask for a deception roll on it.
He knows Hakon. 17.
ooh,
Pretty good deception roll, actually.
pretty good.
It helps when you have a plus
But
10.
is it enough?
It really does help when you have a plus 10.
Yeah, that's true.
But it doesn't matter. I can't. There's nowhere I can hide. He will
Well,
always find me.
not if he's sealed. We're here to get the spirit board and seal him away and make sure he never comes back.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Sure. 11. That was a net 1. Wow.
Oh
No, I'm not going to allow that. I'm using my heroic inspiration to not have a net 1.
Yeah.
It's a fair call.
18.
That's better.
I can tell you, I can tell you where the board is, but you have to let me go.
That is. As long as you promise to not, you know, try and impede us, we'll make sure that you are allowed free. However, I think it would probably be better if you stay with us, because that way we can ensure your safety.
We can fight. Lydia's just gonna blurt that out.
We can.
I need to run.
Why?
Because when Noah Deer kills you all, I need to be further away.
Hmm.
If
Well,
you
I
let
can't
me
fault you
go,
for that.
I will tell you where it is.
Can I do an
Is
insight?
he
roll on that?
telling the truth on that? Yeah.
Go ahead.
I love
I'll
insight.
also insight.
I love insight. 20.
Yeah,
Nat
insight.
20, so 24.
9. This guy's lying.
He will tell you where the spirit board is.
Okay.
Uh,
Padre just kind of nods to Waver.
Very well then. She will begin to untie him.
It gives you directions to a building in the poorer section of town. And he says, it's in there in the back room, which is my bedroom.
okay.
All right.
All right. Stay out of trouble. And, well, yeah, just stay out of trouble.
You're untying him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He proceeds to make very good use of the very fine footwear and run his ass out of town.
Livia's gonna turn to Waver after this guy's gone. Did anyone have any like soundproof spells? Doesn't Hakon have like eyes everywhere? And he's looking for that board.
Well,
Well,
considering how
better-
much information we've had that we've had to tell Hakon ourselves.
I know, but he.
Well,
knows exactly
Livio,
where it is
if you're
now.
concerned about that, let's get it before he can.
Yeah, let's just go there
Exactly.
And
now.
and Padre will just start heading out of the bedroom.
We are going now.
All right. You follow the directions, and you come to a house.
On the prairie.
It's not that well. It's not really that little.
I'm glad you got the
Five.
reference.
Yeah. I'm old, remember. So it's kind of an L-shaped place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
An L-shaped place. I know he's a peasant, but you don't need to call him a loser.
It's rough.
It is 40 feet in one direction, 45 the other, and there is a 20 by 20 square that's not there in the northeast corner to make the L.
Fair enough.
That'll make sense. But as you walk around the building, you see at the door, like he described, there are no windows.
Well, let's try and open the door.
The door is locked.
God damn it!
Okay.
Anyone
I
mean,
know how to lockpick?
why bother
I-
lockpicking? Just break it down.
Fair enough.
We're not trying to be stealthy here. We're on a
break down
mission.
the door.
Yeah,
Break
we
down
need
the
to
door.
get in here
Okay.
now.
Padre's just gonna try to kick down the door, I guess.
Can
Okay.
I use Padre as a battering ram? No, I'm
Ha!
joking.
Padre's trying to kick down the door.
With my minus
Livia-
1 modifier strength.
Livia's gonna help. By
Okay,
going
yeah,
back
there we go.
again.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, all of us.
I think all of us need to just try to get the door down. as
Yeah,
quick as
we're
possible.
all of us working together to bring down the door.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out that out of all of you, Livio is the strongest and still has a
I have
plus
a
0
plus
on strength.
0.
Oh my
Well, I mean, I
god!
also have a +0 on strength. So
I also have a +0 in strength.
I have
Yup.
minus 1 on strength.
Yup. Livio has an 11 strength as opposed to your 10.
Yeah, I have
so.
11.
Um,
The world's strongest group.
Well, we're not built.
Ooh, wait a
Dane
minute.
was the strong one of the group.
Actually.
Oh god.
We're already breaking it down.
Okay, yeah. We'll try that first, I guess, and see if it.
Yeah, give it a go.
I rolled a nat 1.
Strength.
I rolled 3.
I rolled a 6 minus 1 is 5.
I'm gonna want to use my heroic inspiration.
Would
Actually, this might be a good use for it, honestly.
I'm re-rolling.
I mean, basically
an
all of
8.
my stuff is DC saves, so heroic inspiration is literally just out of combat stuff for me.
should I use my heroic inspiration?
I
Or?
rolled
I
an
mean,
8.
No, you're
let's
our
not,
main combat.
Uh,
You're our main combat person.
I
I
would
would save that for.
I would
combat.
not use heroic inspiration on this roll no matter what. Olivia, I'm gonna give you yours
No.
back because
Okay.
this is the type of thing you're trying to break down the door. Cool. You can try again.
Sure.
Right.
True.
Yeah. And we're not really on a time limit here, so we're just gonna.
We're just trying to do it as quick as possible.
No, I think we are
Yeah.
on a time limit. Though.
okay, so yeah, so just try it again then.
So Olivia, if you
Just
go
try
ahead
again?
and hit
We're
F5.
just gonna keep trying to break
Try
it
this
down.
one more time.
Yeah, I'm refreshing. Thank
I
you,
got a
everyone.
higher roll than the last time, 7.
We roll.
All right, let's roll.
That's a 16.
That's a
Nine.
4.
Okay, Olivia breaks the door.
Waver's helping out.
Yay!
Yay!
Olivia
As
breaks
soon
the
as that
door.
happens, I rush in.
Off to
To push the back.
investigation.
Give me 2 seconds here because now I have to do this. This.
Oh boy.
Now we have to roll
Oh.
initiative.
So it's
Oh
Alright,
roll
boy,
initiative.
initiative.
It's gonna if we're rolling initiative.
yes,
take on
You
the
can
it's
go
there,
ahead
it's
and
take on.
you can go ahead and hit start.
Oh,
Oh
Okay.
boy.
oh boy.
Here we go.
Finally, combat.
For the first time in forever.
Okay, these iron statues are at the front door, I assume.
It hasn't been forever. We had combat this part of the campaign already.
Yeah,
I
but it
assume
wasn't.
Livio's
yeah.
at the front, but I'm like
Yeah.
right up there with him.
Yep.
Livio's probably first.
Let me just change this
I
over.
don't
so
care about
now-
what's new in maps. Iron statue?
Hmm.
There are 2 iron statues, one on either side of the door.
Are they animated or no?
Livio's gonna walk in.
Well, when that happens, I will tell you.
Padre
yes,
will walk in behind.
yes, there's movement that is happening, and I'm going to ask for initiatives at that point.
Oh boy.
Awesome.
Here we go.
14.
5.
Give me a second.
Um,
Where's my initiative roll?
Next round request.
There it is. I found it.
I'm gonna swap my initiative with Waver's
15.
with my
Yay!
alert, my ability that
But-
I can do.
That is a very smart decision.
Yeah, I know it's smart, but at the same time, I'm blocking the doorway, which is
Not for long, because I have Mantle of Inspiration.
yeah, true.
Ooh.
Give me a second.
But
here.
I have +5 to
Wait,
initiative, and if you roll
Is
roll
Hoodie
low,
right
I'll
behind
always
you and
swap
I'm right
my-
behind Hoodie? Or
I feel like
what?
I should have been like right next to. I feel like I
mean-
should have been up against the wall with Padre.
Livio's Hoodie's like right next to Livio.
Because I was helping.
Okay, so I'm like
I was helping
right
push the door.
there then. I was also helping push the door.
All right, give me 2 seconds here because I gotta fix this
Man, I
up.
can't believe Livio's the strongest in the group right now. That's baffling to me.
I mean,
Mm.
it is what it is.
Yeah, Padre's a dex-based fighter, so
All right,
yeah.
so I want to do this.
Livio's not built the best. He's built like a twink, I swear.
What the hell?
The hell indeed.
Yeah, no, I just tried to do something that screwed me up. It's kind of frustrating. pulled it. This one. Yeah, that's fine.
So is this the room that it's in, or do we have to go
No, it's in
L-
his bedroom.
to his
Yeah,
bed?
it's in
One
his
second.
bedroom, and
The eraser didn't quite get enough of that. I apologize.
Okay.
that's fine. I guarantee you, Hakon's in there.
Okay, so there's the door. Okay,
I
okay, okay.
apologize. Just one second.
That's fine.
Edit this. Okay. There we are. Okay. And let's see, what is it?
God, the stickers. That's so cool.
Okay. So that's going.
Yeah, you're not you when you're hungry.
It's true.
Look, I added a bed. It's not the bedroom though.
All right. Cool. And save.
No,
All
I
right.
found the real bed, guys.
What are you doing messing around with that? Just because I wasn't paying attention for a second.
I found stickers. I'm sorry.
All right. I am going to ask for initiatives, as I said.
We did.
Yeah, we've already
We
rolled.
did.
I
Yeah.
apologize. What were,
It's,
I can pull it up
I
in the
rolled
log.
an 8. I rolled an 18. Jane rolled a 14. Waver rolled a 5, and Padre rolled a 15. But I'm swapping my initiative with Waver
Sure.
because I can do that.
Sure. So you had the 18. That's fine. That's fine. And it makes you a 5, which is fine. All right. So at that point, Waver, what would you like to do? You see the statues start to turn.
Yeah,
Oh, the statues are moving. Gotcha.
immediately I am going to mental of inspiration literally everyone but me. So Jane, Padre, Livio, and Hoodie all can
Oh. Who are they turning to look at, by the way?
They are turning
maybe us?
in, like, so they're both turning towards the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We can move up to a movement speed without provoking
Well,
opportunity.
the hoodie can't move, right? Hoodie
That's right.
can't move
No,
with mental
yes.
inspiration, right?
Oh,
No,
yes.
Hoodie can move.
Yeah, he
Okay.
can. You also all gain 4
Temporary.
temporary hit points.
Or
Yeah.
let's go. Okay. I'm just gonna like book it towards the door, I guess.
Do we, out of character, do we know where Tad ran off to? He didn't come with us, right?
I
He
don't
did
think we
not.
do.
No.
I don't remember. You booked it out of the.
I guess
After we released him.
is it like a? Can I try to open the door as part of my movement or?
If you
what?
wanted to open the door, you can.
Because I was trying to go through it. So yeah,
Okay.
I'll try to do that and then go through.
Give me a second. You're adding more things to what I need to do.
Yeah, thanks Padre for adding more
thanks,
enemies.
Padre. Yeah, it's not like I've already done that in this campaign. Yeah, Padre, I can't believe
I'm just
you've
trying to
done that.
get in, get the thing, and get out. To be honest.
Let's see. There it is. Okay, so it's gonna have +1. Okay, cool. Give me a second, and
Oh, a ghost. I mean, I didn't see anything.
No, a deer.
No,
A female deer.
Ghost.
It's a ghost. It's a spooky ghost.
Okay, Padre,
so
you open the
where did-
door.
Where did he say the spirit board was in his room?
I think he just said it was in his room.
Just in his
Yeah.
room.
Probably in that
Okay.
chest.
You know what? Honestly,
drawer.
now that I think about it, this does make more sense than Hakon at the moment. Because it's a spirit board.
Hmm.
But did you think that Hakon was the spirit?
No, I thought Hakon would already be in the bed when he got here.
Mm.
I get okay. So can I see the spirit board at all from where I'm standing in the room, or no?
You want to make a perception roll? Go ahead.
I will do that.
Nope.
9. Dang.
Nope.
Honestly, a skill issue.
Yeah,
I
massive
guess
skill
I'll just
issue.
like.
Hey,
Hmm.
it's still my turn, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, I have 10 more feet of movement, so I'm consider. No, I'll just stay at the door for now.
So you said that we noticed the movement, right? From the statues?
Yep.
Okay.
Jesus. That just causing me no end of problems.
I don't know what I can even do against the thing. I can't shoot arrows at an iron statue. All and ball. Thank you for whoever named them.
You can try.
Oh wait, I have Starry Wisp. That works.
Wait, it's still Waver's turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still River's turn. Padre just causing problems.
Yeah.
We were gonna have to deal with the ghost sooner or later.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
would it be nice to, deal with the first problem first, so we wouldn't have
You know
three
what?
problems?
Padre can deal
Who's
with the
to
ghost.
say
while
the
we
ghost
deal with
wasn't gonna come out the door anyway? Like,
Well, then we'd deal with it when it did that. We could have at least dealt with the statues.
You know what, Padre? This is your problem. You deal. With
Yeah.
all right.
I don't like where I am, so I'm going to take the disengage action and not provoke opportunity. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay. That's your turn then?
Yep.
Padre, what are you doing?
I had to decide if I should attack the ghost actually, or like if I want to keep looking for the spirit board, does that use an action or?
If you want to try and investigate for it, yes, that's going to use actions.
I guess I do have action surge. Well, I could possibly do 2 actions.
Might be a good idea to get rid of the threats first. And if we're trying to do that, I would focus on the statues right now.
Are the iron statues a creature?
You do not know.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll just. Okay. I guess I'll just first go up to the. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm going up to the ghost, and I guess like, because my scimitar might do since it's magic. But my short sword probably will not do anything.
I don't know if you're aware, when the Monster Manual came out, they pretty much removed that entirely.
Oh, did they?
What? Removed what?
The
Like ghosts.
need for magical weapons to hit things.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Well,
it's
in
fine.
that
If
case,
push
I'll just
came
go
to
ahead
shove-
and
That
Let me
they
see.
have things will have resistance, but they will not have an
No,
immunity to
it's
it.
fine.
Okay,
If
in
push
that
came
case,
to
I'll just
shove,
go
I
ahead and
have a
swing with
magic
my
ruby
short
in my
sword
inventory.
first. Yeah, I'll swing with my short
I
sword.
can throw a magic ruby at it if needed.
That's a
That
19
I don't know
to
is
hit.
magic.
19 is a hit.
The short sword. Yep. And then that is 9 piercing damage. And then that with Vex, that gives me advantage on my next attack against it, and I'll nick it with my scimitar.
Sure.
That's a 13 to hit.
It's a hit.
Okay. That is 10 slashing damage, and it is a magic weapon. You know what? I'll go ahead actually and do I want to do that? Sure, I'll use the psionic die to add a psionic strike to that scimitar hit. So that's 9 additional force damage.
Okay.
The ghost. Um. Oh, let me check something. Wait, hold on. Let me. So, when I nick with the scimitar, when I do with 2-weapon fighting, but I also get 2 attacks normally for when I take the attack action. Does that mean I get to attack again then, or
How does it read again?
hold on? So let me see. Nick says when you make the extra attack of the light property, you can make it as part of the attack action instead of as a bonus action. You make this extra attack only once per turn. So I guess I just wouldn't swing with the scimitar then. I would swing with the short sword.
Okay.
For my second attack. Or how does that work? Because let me see. Because I'm using 2-weapon fighting, but I also have extra attack.
Okay, so the 2-weapon fighting is a separate thing, yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So extra attack says you can attack 2
So-
times instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn.
Yep, so you get
And
one
then-
additional attack.
Okay. So I guess I'll just swing with the short sword again, maybe? Yeah. Do that. That is a 20 to hit, and it is 7 piercing damage. And then I'll have advantage on my next attack against the ghost. And then that'll be my turn.
Alright, and do it again. Sorry. Okay, cool. Alright. So you've done that, and that makes it Jane's turn. What's Jane doing?
I think it's bear time.
Bear!
Bear time.
Roar.
Let's
Or-
go.
So yeah, I
Roar.
turn into a brown bear.
Okay, give me a second. There's the brown bear.
Awesome.
Woo.
I will first try to claw at ball.
Okay.
That's gonna be d20 plus 5. That's 23 hit.
23 almost certainly hits. Give me just 1 second to double check that, but yes.
Okay.
Yes, 23 hits.
Cool. Then that's going to be a d4 plus 3. So that's going to be 4 damage, and they're knocked prone.
Okay.
And then I will also bite at ball, this time with advantage. It's going to look like a really big number because I can't really do advantage well, but I'll just play the highest. 13 plus 5.
Could always just roll
so that's
twice.
18. Yeah, I guess so.
All right. So 13 plus 5 is yes, that's a hit.
Okay. That's going to be a. Let me double check. Yep, d8 plus 3. So that does 11 damage. And I think that's going to be me.
All right. This one. And this one is this one. Okay. So I'm just fixing a couple things on here so I don't have to keep track of it. All right. Makes my life a little easier. Okay, and now it is not your turns.
I'm not surprised.
All right. How you doing, Padre?
Oh no. I'm gonna get ghosted.
Let's see. Can I get
Padre's gonna get left on red. Oh no.
No.
Can I get a wisdom save, please, Padre?
Sure can.
Truly a fate
Ooh.
worse than death.
I have advantage on wisdom saves, actually.
Cool.
And I rolled a 12.
All right, so you are frightened for the next minute.
Damn. Of Noah deer?
Yep.
That's not Noah deer.
Yeah.
Oh,
That means
that is
if
Noah
I try to
deer.
attack him, then I have disadvantage
You
or
have
whatever? or-
disadvantage. You can't move closer to him. Yeah.
Maybe you might want to use her inspiration on that.
Oh, maybe. Actually. Hold on. Let me see something. A saving throw is not the same thing as an ability.
That's correct.
Yeah, I'll use heroic inspiration actually.
Okay, so you just roll 1 die then.
Just roll 1 die, yeah. Oof.
Oh, rough.
All right, so hold on.
So I'm still frightened.
Now it's worse.
Oh.
Oh. Oh no.
What happened? Did you roll in that one? Oh.
I rolled
Yeah.
a 4.
You
plus
just
1 is 5.
you just aged 40 years.
Oh god.
Oh no.
I just aged for. Oh, okay.
And
sorry.
yes, you're frightened.
Oh god.
Wait, how old is Padre already?
162. So now I'm
202.
I'm 202.
And how long do gnomes live for? I don't know what you are.
I'm a gnome.
Okay.
How long do gnomes? That's a good question.
200 years.
What's your-
Oh
What's your AC, Padre?
no. 15.
No, Gnomes can live to from 350 to 500.
All right, so I still got some life in me.
Audrey,
What?
you got hit.
Oh no. What's the damage?
22 necrotic damage.
Oh god. I am definitely going to be using my reaction to protective field myself. To reduce the damage by 11. So I take what? You said it's 21, so it's 10?
22, I said, so it's
Or 22.
Yeah,
So
it's
11.
11.
Okay.
it's 11. You took half. Yep.
Damage, and then that
Which is
uses
still way better than
a
22.
psionic die. Yeah, honestly.
Did not want this fight to happen at the same time.
Mm.
Wow. Hmm.
Hmm.
It's almost like these are the consequences of Padri's actions.
All right. Still not your turn.
And remember,
I'm not
Padre,
surprised.
you had
I have
those.
a
You had.
five-
And remember, Padre, you had 4 temporary hit points. So
Yeah, I know.
That's good.
So I'm at 37.
The statue gets up.
That's some age.
And it has a blade in one hand and the other has a hammer.
Yeah, it's
I
rough
don't
after
like that.
after I knock it prone that it's their turn pretty much afterwards.
Why does Tad have these things in their house anyway?
I don't know. Maybe because they didn't want to be, found with a cursed item.
Tad, we'll get into that later.
I don't know if that had anything to do with this.
Jane.
Yes.
Maybe they were just statues
Oh.
Tad happened to have,
Okay,
and
well,
nobody animated them.
the blade hit you.
Okay.
I know because it's a crit.
Oh.
The hammer probably hit. 23?
Yeah. Yeah. That hits.
So
Got a Jane Bear now.
16 damage slashing.
Okay.
Owie.
Ouch.
And another 8 damage bludgeoning, and you're knocked prone.
Oof.
Double owie.
Revenge.
It's fair.
Revenge is sweet, as they say.
All right, and
The other statue's turn.
yeah, it's the other statue's turn. Hi, Livio.
Hi.
How you doing?
Not good.
Okay, so blade misses because a
Wait, I
9
would've
does
been
not
right.
hit you,
No, a 9 does not hit. No.
and the hammer does an 18 hit you though.
Yes, it
Okay,
does.
so you're gonna take some damage. 13 bludgeoning damage,
Owie.
and you're knocked on your ass.
Double owie.
That said, it's your turn. You can use half your movement to get up now.
Yeah. What's half of 35?
See, let's just say you still have 20 movement left. I'll be
20
nice.
movement.
I guess I should change my age in my background. of
Well,
my
no,
character.
because this is something that's magically done and can be fixed. So don't change anything.
Okay,
yet.
never mind.
Where do I check my movement? I think I have 35 feet. How
It
does
sounds.
D&D work?
It's your walking speed.
Walking speed. Yeah, 35 feet. I get 5 feet extra because I'm an elf.
That's
a wood
fair.
elf specifically.
Because we're in combat, I can't check your sheet easily right now. So
Yeah. I'll take 10 feet of movement to get up.
I mean, it takes half the movement to get up, which I'm being nice and rounding it, so it's 15 feet. You got 20 left.
Yes. If I were to back away, would it be an opportunity attack?
If you were to still have an action and back away, yes. If you took your action to disengage, then no, there'd be no opportunity attack.
Yeah, but then Waver is vulnerable.
It's true.
I'm good at far away attacks.
Also
I'll
true.
just cast Starry Wisp. Oh, I wanted to ask. I forgot about the thing I wanted to try and do. If I want to run it by you because I don't know if it would even work. I was looking at the water skin that's filled with water in my inventory, and I have shape water. But I was asking if it was a creature, because if I were to drench the iron statue in water and then freeze it, would that even do anything?
You're not sure if these things breathe.
Yeah, that's why I was asking if it was a creature.
I would also say, as a DM, I probably wouldn't allow for that, because shaping water around somebody's head for the insta kill because you're just gonna drown everything seems like a bad precedent to
Well,
set.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Also,
It's not
like,
even for that.
doesn't shape water require a minimum amount of water that you shape? Or am I
Does
making
it?
it up?
It just says some water that I can see.
Mm.
All right.
You choose an area of water that you can see within range, and fits within a 5-foot cube.
All right.
But that's fine.
It still seems like a bad
Okay,
precedent to let people.
I get it. I was just asking just in case.
Yep.
I'll try and cast Starry Wisp.
Sure. Go for it.
20.
That's a hit.
Go. 14 damage.
Sure.
14 I think it's radiant.
It is radiant.
Yeah, radiant damage. And then one square is 5 feet, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Hoodie's gonna attack Ball. Go, Hoodie, go.
Go for it.
Can finally use the Hoodie attack option.
Will Hoodie
That's gonna
hit
be
this
a
time?
17.
17 is a hit.
Let's go!
Yay. That's 9 damage.
All right.
Yeah, and then I actually get another attack, don't I?
No, because you cast
Is
a
that
spell.
only that? Okay, that's only if I attack with my bow.
Or your sword. It's only if you do a physical attacks.
Right. Okay, that's my turn then.
All right. Sounds good. Waver. The fit has certainly hit the shan.
Yeah.
We don't even know what's happening with Padre right now. We don't even know that he's aged 40 years.
Nope. Man, Hoodie's in a really bad spot.
It's fine. I mean, if that's what are you trying to cast?
I'm just gonna
Is it
double check
it's-
that is what it says. Yep, that is what it says. Cool.
Cast it. I don't care.
I'm casting Shatter there. So everything there has to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, and and constructs have disadvantage.
Is Hoodie a construct?
No.
No.
Okay. Constitution is Hoodie has a +5 to Constitution saving. That's good to know.
Am I being hit by this as
The
well? Or
DC
is
is 15. Sorry.
Hoodie is gonna fail. Hoodie failed.
Mm.
Okay, so statue 1 made his save.
With
Statue 2
disadvantage.
with disadvantage. Statue 2, however, failed. It's funny because statue 2
Uh.
failed on both rolls. Statue 1 succeeded on both rolls.
Wow. Well, the ones that succeed still take half as much damage.
Yep.
So, for who failed, they take 14 force damage, and the one that succeeds takes
7.
And Hoodie takes 7. Yeah.
No, Hoodie takes 14.
Oh,
Hoodie
Hoodie
failed.
failed. I
Bro.
apologize.
Yeah.
Jeez, I apologize. Yeah. Okay.
I still have my bonus actions,
Sure.
however.
I
So,
don't know why it's weird to me to see the bard do damage. I'm all here
it's a
for
pretty
it.
situational spell, so
Yeah.
it is a little
I'm
bit
all
of a
here
shame,
for
but
it. It's just weird.
Hey, yeah, you had a spell that would work on this. Cool.
yeah, I'm having to actually do stuff now.
You have
Obviously,
to
gonna use
actually
my bonus
fight.
action. I'm obviously gonna use my bonus inspiration and give Padre Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. Padre has Bardic Inspiration. Cool.
Do you have to see Padre in order to do that?
Nope. They. It's just that they have to see or hear me.
They can hear.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Padre can definitely hear you.
Padre,
Unless
old
he's
man.
gone deaf from the old age.
Which is always possible, I guess.
Padre, old man, it's your turn.
Come on, you old fart.
You okay there, Math?
I wonder if Math went to get a drink or something.
I haven't heard him move.
Oh, I just realized I was muted the entire time.
Oh, I was,
Yeah.
was worried about you.
Anyway,
I'm getting a drink.
so my last attack on my last turn was with the short sword, which hit, which means I get advantage on my first attack this turn.
Mhm.
So let's see. I guess Here, I'll swing with the short sword again first. I'll do my 2 normal attacks with the short sword. That's how it is. So first attack. Oh, that should have been with advantage. I'll just roll that again.
Yep, roll it again.
Oh, is it with advantage because like you're frightened still, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, true.
just
So, no,
cancels it.
the first roll just applies. So it was a 7 to hit then.
Yep. Which means the second roll can
So-
apply to the second attack. But it doesn't get.
Sure, yeah,
But
that
it has
works.
disadvantage.
Right.
So I need you to make another roll. There you are. Okay.
So 12
That one hit.
to hit. Okay. That is 3 piercing damage with the short sword. And then because that one hit, I get advantage, which cancels out the disadvantage for my next attack. And I'll nick him with the scimitar. So just normal roll. That is a 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
That is going to be 5 slashing damage.
Yep.
And let me see actually. Sure, I'll go ahead and use another psionic die to psionic strike with that attack,
Sure.
dealing an additional 8 force damage.
Cool.
Oh wait, all right.
All right. That's your turn.
Do I want to action surge at this?
Are you confident that you can survive another attack?
Yeah, he's got 37 hit points. He can survive at least one more attack.
Yeah, I got 37 hit points. Yeah. No, I will save my action surge.
All right.
I will-
Jane,
That's my turn.
Yes.
what would you like to do?
Well, I'll get up using half my movement.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna return the favor. Try and claw at him.
Sure. Livio?
That's 9.
No.
Yeah, sorry. That's 9 plus 5, which is 14. Does that hit?
14. Give me a second. I think that misses. I just need to double check. That does miss.
Unfortunate.
Dang, these statues have kind of high AC.
I mean, they are
Then
made of iron.
Then I'll try to bite.
Sure.
11 plus 5, 16.
That is a hit.
Awesome. And then that's gonna do 7 plus 3, which is 10 damage. 10.
Sure.
Kind of damage. 10 piercing damage.
All right, no
Guess that makes
problem.
a difference.
All right. How you doing, Padre?
I'm at 37 hit points. I'm fine.
Okay, can I get a saving throw from you?
Wisdom?
No. Charisma.
Really? Okay. I have advantage on that as well, so that's fine. Me being frightened doesn't take away my advantage on
Nope.
saving throws, right?
Nope, that's fine.
That's an 11.
Bardic inspiration, bardic inspiration, bardic inspiration, bardic
Oh, I can use
inspiration,
that on saving
bardic.
throws? Okay, hold
Yeah.
on. What is that? A D4 or something?
D8.
A D8? Just straight D8?
Yep. Mhm.
Okay, I will use my bardic inspiration for all of that. Oof. I only add 1.
Oh, come on!
Ah,
It's a
come on.
12. It's a 12.
You feel very much locked in your own body
Locked? Like am I
as
paralyzed?
you turn around
Oh no.
and you go and attack Jane.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Do I have to roll or
Yeah, let Podgy roll for it.
Yeah, go ahead and you make the rolls.
all right?
You're
I
no,
guess
you're
I'm
no longer
assuming.
disadvantaged.
All right, I assume I attack with like my short sword. Like I just do my normal attack turns.
Yep.
Or... All right, so that would
Oh,
be with the
no.
short sword first.
Oh god, I'm gonna die. This is how it is.
Oh god,
I
20.
swear,
Oh.
if this is how we lose because Padre ran ahead.
20 does hit.
Okay, that's
Believe it or not.
4 slashing
Okay.
or 4 piercing damage.
That's not too bad.
And then
Gives advantage
my
to this attack though.
scimitar. Wait, hold on. I don't have to use my psionic die.
No, you don't have to use
So I'm
sonic
not,
die.
so I'm
No,
not
that's fine.
going to.
Nope, it doesn't.
And then I get an extra attack with my
You know what?
short sword.
I'm not even gonna give it your masteries, so you don't.
Okay.
You don't have advantage.
I
on
just
this.
don't have advantage. Okay, cool.
It's
okay.
it's controlling your body.
So second attack with the short sword
That's
is
still gonna hit.
an
Yeah,
18
still
to
gonna
hit.
hit.
That's another 4 damage.
Yes, keep rolling low.
And then the
Nope.
scimitar.
Nope.
No. No,
sorry.
two-weapon fighting.
I only wanted the 2 attacks. I apologize.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. Okay, cool.
Okay.
That's perfect.
No, it's not perfect. You're still in a bad situation.
Well, it's more perfect than if I had 3 attacks.
Oh,
But yeah.
that's...
Is it obvious that Padre is being controlled by a ghost right now?
Well, I am attacking you.
I mean, other than the
so-
fact that he's attacking. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, give me a perception roll. Anyone who wants, please.
Sure, I mean, why not?
8.
You're a bear who's just been hit from behind, and you're like, "What the hell's going on?" Livio,
Okay.
you're focused on something else. Waver, an old gnome who's wearing Padre's armor, but definitely looks far older than Padre does. just came out screaming and swinging swords at your bear friend.
Far
Hmm.
older?
You look significantly older. You are only aged 40 years, but you look
Sure.
significantly older. All right.
Okay.
Now, let's see.
I'd say like 40 years in gnome is like probably the equivalent of like a decade in human, or so, roughly, right?
So,
Okay.
I would say.
about.
Let's see.
Yeah, so I don't know that pod hit me specifically. I just know that I am being hit from behind.
Yeah, you're being hit from behind. I
Yeah,
need
you do have a iron.
I'm hitting it from the.
I need
No.
I need a dex saving throw from both Jane and Hoodie.
Okay. Oh. Can I? I'm gonna use my heroic inspiration for this.
That's fair. Cool.
That's better. 19.
Yeah, you're only gonna take half damage. Hoodie's also only gonna take half damage, which is cool. So the Iron Statue number 1, it's almost like he has a ball socket where his waist is, and he just starts spinning
Hmm.
with his sword and his hammer out. The damage is all going to count as bludgeoning, but still.
Okay.
So because you made the save, you only take half damage, so 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
All right, Livio.
I'm still kicking it.
Does an 11 hit you, Livio?
Muted.
Roshi, hello.
I know he said he was going to get a drink.
Hmm.
It may have been a
I
stiff
forgot
drink
to
he was going
unmute.
for.
11 does not.
Okay. How about 25?
Oh God.
What do you think, Darth? Does a
I'm
25 hit?
I'm sorry.
Might
9
not.
points of bludgeoning damage, and you get knocked
it
on
is.
your ass.
God damn it.
On a bright note, it's your turn after that.
What did the sanctuary? What did they give us again?
So
the
that
bastion?
that gave you, I believe it was Holy Word that you could do once.
Healing word.
Was it
Healing
healing
word?
word? I mean, yeah, wasn't that healing word once, right?
How does a healing word at level 1? Right?
Level 1.
Is that count as an action, or is that
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
bonus action?
Healing word is a bonus action spell.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast.
All right, who are you gonna heal?
Whatever. What die is that? Myself.
Okay, well I had to
can.
ask. All right, so let me just take a look here.
Isn't it like 1d4 or something?
2025 might have increased the dice
Yeah, that's
because
fair.
healing is a bit stronger.
Healing is a bit stronger. I'm sorry, I actually have to open it up on my phone because again, because I have.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I only have 9 hit points left. I might as well.
I know you do. At least this program is good for that.
Wait. While I'm being controlled, I can't take reactions.
2d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
What is my spellcasting ability?
Let me double
check. +4. So it's 2d4 plus 4.
Cool. There you are.
Where's the d4? That's gonna be
So you heal 7. And now you have your action.
16. I'll try and cast Starry Wisp again.
Okay.
Yay!
I assume you want to stand up as well.
19.
It's a hit.
That too. Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah. Standing up. of course. That's going to be 5 radiant damage.
Okay.
And yep. Then Hoodie will attack Ball.
Okay.
Actions. Hoodie. That's going to be a 15.
That's a miss.
All right, that's it.
All right. Waver, what are you doing?
Hi. First things first, I am going to Mantle of Inspiration, targeting myself, Livio, Hoodie, and Jane.
Okay.
So first things first, let's get the temporary hit point dice. We
Hey!
all get 14 temporary.
Nice roll.
That
Nice.
helps.
Yeah, I definitely did not need the hit points there. I still have 37.
Well, you're not
Well,
getting.
I'm not
You,
picking
you
Padre after what
traitor!
just happened.
You're a traitor.
No, I know,
Uh,
I know. That's why I'm saying I understand.
So everyone I targeted can use their reaction to move their movement speed. Waver is doing so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
I don't think I'm gonna be moving from here, but the
Well, I'm really glad. It's very funny. Olivia and Waver had the same idea. Olivia's going over here.
oh,
Uh, but he's just
We
gonna
had the
back.
same idea.
Yeah, we had the same idea. Olivia's getting his ass kicked, and he wants to get out of there for a little bit.
Oh, Waver has a kind of similar idea, but it's bit interesting.
All right.
Hey, now that we're in there, we can look for the spirit board.
Yeah. So
Assuming you can deal with this ghost.
What ghost? We don't even know that there's a ghost.
Well, now that you're in there, you should be able to, right? Or no, hold on.
Darth,
you're being
You got
controlled by the ghost
possessed.
right now.
Oh, the ghost is controlling me. It's in me. No.
Darth, in
Yep.
terms of action economy,
Yep.
how long would it take for me to use a scroll? Would it be an action or
It's an action.
what? Okay.
Unless it's a bonus action spell on the scroll.
Yeah. I don't like using this, but it's going to make things so much easier for us. I am going to use my detect magic.
Why the hell is that not showing up? Point ping, please. Point ping. There we are.
Oh my god, that's so big. Holy
All right.
shit.
Waver is going to move over there and just say to Livio, I'm getting the spirit board. Make sure no one interrupts me.
Livia's just gonna give a thumbs up.
All right. I've spent all of my stuff, so I just have to wait until my next turn comes around.
Jane, what are you doing?
Well, I guess I'm still gonna wail at Ball. Haven't had
Even like
the
we just got attacked from behind.
yeah. I haven't really. Still haven't really noticed who it was. I guess I'm just gonna focus on one problem
Was
at a
it
time.
just thinking it's just a leaf on the wind? That's
Sure.
what happened.
I wasn't
I'm
entirely
thinking-
sure if
I'm
you weren't going to
thinking
burn some healing.
The temporary hit points really do help, so I think I might be able to survive another round of hits. So I'm just gonna go for it.
I just hope I can succeed my saves this time.
You don't get
Assuming
any
I get
more.
saves.
You're out of saves.
I'm out of saves. Oh no! I thought I was gonna be able to make the
Okay,
save
so
again.
yeah, I'm gonna claw at Ball. Kind of rhymes.
Okay.
That is 15 plus 5, 20 hit.
Yep, that's a hit.
Awesome. And Ball's gonna take 5 damage, and they're knocked prone.
They are prone.
Then, yeah, I'll do this one die at a time, but this is gonna be with advantage.
Yep.
So that will definitely hit. Let me see if I can get
It's
a crit,
gonna be a
though.
hit, so let's see if it's a crit. It's not a crit. Go ahead and do your
It's not
damage.
crit. And 11 damage.
Nice. Anything with your bonus?
I don't think I can actually do anything with my bonus. So
Okay. Cool enough. That makes it somebody who's wearing a gnome body turn. Padre, can you do me a favor and just go ahead and roll a short sword and a scimitar?
On Jane, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, roll it on
Uh,
yourself.
Short sword is a 15,
That just hits. Yeah.
which is 8 damage, and the
Okay.
scimitar is a nat 1.
Yay.
Critical
Great.
fail.
Celebrating
it didn't
critical
even pierce
fails.
It didn't even pierce. The damage didn't pierce the temporary hit points I gave you.
Ooh,
Yeah.
if it rolled a nat 1, can the critical failure be that he's not possessing me anymore?
No.
No. No.
All
How,
right.
how I imagine it is
Yeah,
like
I tried.
the ghost is like unused to possessing this body, so it like jerks around a little bit too much.
Okay.
All right. So you get hit with both the slashing and the hammering.
Oh boy.
The slashing, you take 9.
Yay.
Uh,
Okay.
The hammering, you take 9.
Oh. Those 10 hit points really did save me there.
And you're on your
You're
ass.
How
welcome.
much are you at now?
That makes sense.
You're welcome.
How many hit points are you at, Jane?
Out of from a scale of 1 to 39, I'm feeling it too.
Damn.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hoodie.
Really wishing I could use my reaction to reduce that, but unfortunately,
probably-
I'm possessed.
Yeah, I'll probably just heal next turn. It'll be fine.
I'm sorry, Hoodie.
If you have a next turn.
I'll have a next turn. Sure.
How many hit points does
What
Hoodie
am I
have,
hitting?
Livio?
What did you roll?
I mean, I know I hit.
Okay. How much damage does Hoodie take?
27.
Oh,
Well, he only had 8.
oh. No.
No,
Okay, he can
Hoodie.
pick up
Dead
that.
for now.
This is the one death that does not matter.
It does make me sad every time, though.
I will only put the black circle around it because I know you can bring it back. But
Yes, but
it is your action.
I need to reread how Restore Beast works.
It takes a magic action.
It does take a magic action a minute after the beast. I'm gonna ready an action if possible. I'm gonna ready Starry Wisp and let's use it on whoever enters the doorway next,
I'll let that happen.
if possible.
I'll let that happen.
Because Waver said to Livia to make sure no one disrupts her.
I
and
will
he's
let
going
that
to do
happen.
that.
That's fine.
So I don't have anything else to do this turn.
All right. Waver. It's your turn.
Yep.
I'm gonna.
I'm just gonna check something.
Sure.
You're gonna check something.
Wait, can you use the spirit board to make Noedir stop possessing me?
Maybe.
Because that'd be great if you could.
So, because of detect magic, she knows at least the rough location of the spirit board. So, she's going to use her action
Well-
to find it.
The rough
Alright.
location of something magical.
Just give me 2 seconds to make sure I get the right spot
I'd imagine
here.
the spirit board's magical.
Well, the cursed objects that we've been finding haven't really been magical, have they?
Yes, they have.
Yeah, they have.
What
The fuck
one
do
of
you mean?
them's been a possessed doll. The other was a jacket that made you a werewolf.
It's
Or a
werebear.
werebear?
Get it
Oh,
right.
yeah. It gives you the lycanthropy.
Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm just. Huh,
Take
that's
your
weird.
time.
Just having a weird moment here.
Mhm.
All right, so in the desk, I was just double checking to make sure this is the only thing that's there. So just so you're aware, the chest also was magical. There was something there. You got aura on both.
Ooh.
You do find um, the spirit board.
Perfect. Do I have the capabilities to use this with my remaining turn, or am I not allowed to do that?
Because you knew what you were looking for there, this I'll let you have picked it up as a bonus action. So yeah, you have an action. Go ahead and make me a charisma roll.
Just baseline
so
charisma?
Cards are good.
Sure. Uh, unnatural 20.
Okay, now make me a charisma save.
Oh.
Net 1.
Oh no.
Okay.
I love my luck. It's so much fun being
Wait,
unlucky like
I
me.
see a white circle around me. Am I prone?
Oh, hold on. That's the wrong circle.
Oh. And now it's purple.
Yeah, now it's purple.
What does that mean?
That's not.
That means you were a puppet that just got its strings cut and fell down and are currently actually unconscious for a moment.
Oh shit.
Oh no, this is
Even though I'm at 37 hit points? Dang.
Yes.
Well, you're not.
Okay.
You're unconscious.
Unconscious,
I
I
mean,
guess.
it
Not
makes
critical,
sense.
All right.
I guess.
But that took all of Waver's turn. Padre, can I get a saving throw now, please? At this point, it's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. I have advantage on those. Nat 20!
Nice.
So 21.
You managed to come to.
Yay!
I will even let you stand up, but not take an action on this room.
I stand up.
All right. You stand up. Jane,
All right.
what would you and your 2 hit points like to
I
do?
think it's time to heal.
You think?
me and my two hit. I did say I had 2 hit points.
She
earlier,
has
yeah.
she has both of the hit points, yes.
I have both of them. They're both there.
Which
She has
one's your
both hit
favorite?
points. Let's go
Yeah,
count.
you have one
favorite?
labeled H and the second labeled P.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Mm.
HP.
So
Love
everything's
that.
actually looking all right. I think I'll just attack. No, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at the 3rd level on myself.
All right. Go for it.
I don't know why, but every single time you say cast cure wounds at the X level, it just really ticks me off, and I have no idea why, because that is completely correct.
Yep. You get to heal that.
All right.
Did you want to do
Wait, so
anything
it
with your
takes
bonus action?
I don't have a bonus action.
Okay.
Let me see. Actually, yeah, no, I don't really have one.
Can I ask a quick question before the statues? The detect magic. Did Livia see it, or was that just Waver?
Just Waver.
It's just waiver.
Just Waver. Okay.
Just
Hey,
waiver.
Livio.
Hi.
Livio.
Oh, my readied action.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Wait. Is that? Do I get an opportunity attack also since he's moving
That's
away
gonna-
from me?
Well, I readied an action. It's a 15 to hit.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage.
That's gonna be 6 radiant damage.
Everyone hears an ethereal scream that fades into nothing.
Oh, okay. Then I don't need my opportunity attack again. I guess.
Yeah, radiant damage is really good against undead things. Who could have guessed?
Well, I didn't expect that the spirit was gonna be the one walking through the door. I honestly thought it was gonna be Padre.
So did I.
So,
But Waver got the spirit board first.
All right.
um,
Jane,
Livia's just gonna shoot Waver a thumbs up.
Yes.
does a 15 hit you?
Unfortunately, it does. Yeah.
37 points of damage.
14 points of
yeah.
slashing damage.
Okay.
That's basically the same amount.
Pretty much.
Followed by 10 bludgeoning damage, and you're on your ass again.
Oh,
Oh
look. Back
no!
at 2.
Wait.
Back at two.
How much damage was that? How much damage was that?
14 and then 10.
I would like to use. I get a new action, yeah.
Yeah, you can reduce one of those.
Okay, I will reduce the 14 one. Let me. Where's my dice? Okay. Reaction. There it is.
Oh, hey, Padre, you
Reducing
have a
the
friend with you.
14 by 4. Okay.
Oh, let's go.
Dang. I rolled a 1. And it's only plus
Padre,
2.
you have a friend next to you.
Oh, shit.
Does an 18 hit you, Padre?
Yes, it does.
All right, so you take 11 points of damage,
And I already used my reaction, so I can't reduce that.
and you're on your ass.
There's something there's
No.
something so funny about a giant bear getting knocked on their ass multiple times.
You know, maybe if we didn't also have to deal with the ghost, we wouldn't be struggling so much right now.
I mean, we've dealt with the ghost by now, so it's fine.
For now, yes.
Livio, it's your turn.
What do I want to do? If I stand right here, can I see the iron statue?
Yeah, you can.
Can I cast Starry Wisp on
Yeah, you can.
here? Do that. I just don't think an arrow or a short sword would do well against iron. That's gonna be a 21 to hit.
Okay.
10 radiant damage.
I will say this, Livio. You get 2 attacks with the other weapons. Even if they're at half damage, they might do fine. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's it. Unless you want to do anything with your bonus action, it becomes Waver's turn.
No, I can't. I won't.
That's fair.
All right. Whew. First things first. Waver is going to put the spirit board in her backpack.
Okay.
And then go into the chest. Check what's in there.
Yeah, actually.
The chest
'Cause-
has only a simple sack.
Hmm.
Bag of holding. That was my ass.
I assume that's the thing that Waver sees as magic, or is it the chest itself?
The chest is a fucking mimic. That's what was magic.
Waver will take the bag, but not open it because she's smart.
Okay. The
And
mimic
will-
doesn't eat Waver.
Mimic lets Waver go for now.
She'll also put that away. Cool. now she can start helping people. I have one last charge of Mantle of Inspiration for everyone.
Ooh,
Yay.
me
So,
too.
we all gain temporary hit points if you are. The only one not targeted is Hoodie because,
Yeah.
I
Okay,
can't.
so
He's not alive.
Cut
okay,
out a bit.
so how much hit
How many
points again?
hit points?
You gain 4 temporary hit points.
4 temporary hit points, and then
Can
we
I
get to
gain
move
hit points on top of
a
hit points
movement.
temporary or?
Temporary.
If
No,
you already have temporary hit points, no.
you get to
Now,
choose
I
keep
would
the
have
other or
to.
get this.
I would have to first use half my movement right now to get up, right?
That's right.
Right, but if
Um,
you use the reaction, you get free movement.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
I'm-
saying.
I'm
If I use my
assuming-
reaction to get movement, I would have to use half that to get up.
Mhm.
I'm assuming.
Right, but I mean, why not?
Yeah,
I'm
I will.
assuming Waver told Livio that good to go in here, right?
Oh wait, but I already used my reaction this turn to reduce Jane's
Yep.
damage.
But it's the start of a new round.
is it?
It's not his turn yet.
I
I see.
I will.
I didn't
use,
think that's how that worked. I
I
thought,
will-
yeah, pretty sure
Yeah.
it's I get a new reaction when it's my turn. Actually,
Livio's moving over.
I will be getting up though.
That's fine.
With that.
So yeah, I use my action to get the stuff from the chest, my bonus action to give everyone that, so that's my turn, I guess.
All right. Seems reasonable. Padre, it's your turn.
Okay, I will be using half my movement to stand up.
Standing up.
Can I see Waver from where I am?
Yes.
Okay. So, question. Hypothetically, if I were to use my telekinetic movement to move Waver 30 feet towards the door, he would have to go past Iron Statue 2. Would that provoke an opportunity attack from Iron Statue 2 or no?
If she moved through the area
Like
where,
I would be the one moving Waver telekinetic.
yeah, it's still. I would probably let it go because of what these are, but like against living opponents, maybe I wouldn't. You know what I mean?
Okay. Gotcha. Waver, granted, Waver does have to be willing.
Hmm.
Which I guess that's the question. Are you willing to let me
I mean,
move you towards the door
why?
to get out
Why?
quicker? To get out quicker.
I mean, if I wanted to move, I would have used my reaction to use my movement.
Oh, true. Okay.
I think it would be better for me to stay here, where the iron statues are not.
That's fair. I will not do that then. Instead, I guess I'll just go ahead and probably, yeah, I'll just swing at Iron Statue too, I guess.
All right.
With my short sword first, twice.
Sure.
Okay, so first attack is a 14 to
14
hit.
is not a hit.
Okay, second attack is a 10 to hit, unfortunately.
If the 14
And
didn't hit, the
then-
10 doesn't.
Yeah. And then nickel, does Nick apply if, okay, yeah, Nick applies even if I didn't. Okay, cool. So I'll nick him with my scimitar. That's, oh god, that's a 12.
You're having a
Oh
bad
no,
run here.
I'm not hitting anything.
You're having a bad run here.
Yeah. I will, however, be using a bonus action to do second wind
Seems
to
reasonable.
heal myself. Oh, nice. 14 hit points.
Oh yeah,
Seems
Padre, you
reasonable.
take 14 points of damage.
Oh no. I
All
heal
right.
14 hit points, and because I have tactical shift, whenever I activate my second wind with a bonus action, I can move up to half my speed without provoking opportunity attack.
Sure.
So, do I want to do that actually? Yeah, I'll go ahead and let's see, 5, 10. Wait, I'm gonna have to wait. Can I move? Can I move through Jane? Actually,
Yes.
okay. 5, 10. Let's go 15.
Yeah,
fine.
I imagine you're a gnome, they're a bear. You can fit through the
Yeah,
gaps
yeah, yeah.
between their legs.
All right.
I was want to make sure I could get next to Iron Statue 1.
That was your entire turn. Cool enough. Jane, it's
Yep.
your turn.
Then
All right. As great as having 10 hit points is, I think I'm gonna heal again.
Healing is a valid choice.
Same spell at the same level, yeah.
Sure.
31. Okay, yeah, that takes me almost to max.
Nice.
Doing good, doing good.
That's your entire turn?
That's my entire turn.
All right. Can I get a deck save from you and Padre, please?
Dex save. I don't have advantage on those, but I rolled a 19.
10.
All right. So when I roll this damage, you're going to take full damage. Padre's taking half.
Gotcha.
Oh wait,
What? What? Oh, wait.
hold on. Give me a second.
Sure.
I'm trying to find Sentinel. I have Sentinel. Wait. Okay, so okay, so is Iron Statue 1 hitting Jane with an attack right now, or is that I
He
can?
he is doing the
Or-
spinny thing.
Okay,
So
would that let me use Guardian to make an opportunity attack against them then, or?
what's the wording on Guardian?
Guardian says immediately after a creature within 5 feet of you takes a disengage action or hits the target other than you with an attack, you can make an opportunity attack against that creature.
This is not an attack. It makes you do the saving throws.
Okay, gotcha. So no opportunity attack.
No. And you take 8 damage, and Jane takes 16.
Yay.
What are you at, Jane?
25.
Okay, I'll save my reaction then.
Yes, because still have Iron Statue too.
Yeah.
21 hits.
That's-
Does 15 hit?
15 also hits, yeah.
All right. So the 21 was slashing. That's 14 points of damage.
Ooh.
I just healed that.
I know.
I'm gonna. This is where I'll use my reaction to
Yep.
protective fields.
Sure.
Reduce the damage by 10.
Oh, that's nice.
And then take an additional 9 bludgeoning.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I have like 2 more hit points that I had.
So if
that
I
had
didn't,
before
if
healed.
I hadn't used it on that first attack,
It was brutal. Livio, it's your turn.
I still would have lived, but I would have been it too.
I might as well. I'll shoot an arrow at Statue 2.
If you're gonna do that, why don't you bonus action to do Hunter's Mark on them?
Fine, I can do bonus action 100.
Okay. You have
I forget that I'm a hunter.
it adds
There.
damage. I'm just trying to help.
I know it. I know it adds damage. I keep forgetting that that's like a thing that the Rangers have. Hunter's Mark, bonus action, longbow attack.
Yep.
16.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Awesome. 10
Roll me another d6.
plus 14 in total.
All right. And
And
you
then
have a
I'll
second
do
attack.
it again.
Sure.
That's a 24 to hit.
Sure. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's gonna be 11 in total.
All right. Excellent.
Yep, that's it for my turn.
Yep. Waver, what would you like to do?
Well, I would love to cast Shatter, but unfortunately, my allies are in the way.
They are kind of in the way this time.
That didn't stop you from casting it on Hoodie.
Yeah, maybe it's because Hoodie can just be resurrected for free.
Still sad.
Mm,
Okay.
It's not like Jane's been at 2 hit points this entire battle.
And now I'm at 12 hit points.
It's true.
I'm doing better.
uh,
You're welcome.
well, my only way of dealing damage is with cantrips now.
Well, I mean, you
so-
did move, and that did make Al target me instead. So, should I really
Well,
be attacking you?
I was trying to move to statue 1 because it was attacking you to try to get opportunity attacks against it, but apparently that doesn't work because
Yeah, but-
saving throws.
Yeah, but now statue 2 is attacking me, so I feel like you just.
I will expend a spell slot to gain a free bardic inspiration die, which takes no action.
That's
and then
true.
I will use my bonus action to Mantle of Inspiration once more.
Okay.
Okay, we
uh,
heal.
4 temporary hit points.
Oh yes.
How long has it been since Hoodie died?
Less than a minute.
Has it been longer than a minute?
Nope.
Less than a minute? Okay.
Has Iron Statue 1 been only doing the saving throw attack, or
That was.
No.
It's only done it
I think
twice.
they
the
switch it
entire
up every round.
is Iron Statue?
I am going to Vicious Mockery Statue 2. So it must make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
It did not make that saving throw.
Cool. The inanimate statue takes 7 psychic damage.
You say
And-
inanimate, but it is kind of animate right now.
It's not.
You get what I mean.
Sure.
Also, it has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
That's good.
However, that is my turn because, as I said, you're all in the way.
Coward.
Padre, it's your turn.
Short sword against Iron Statue 1.
Do it.
21. Does 21 hit?
That is a hit.
All right, perfect. That's gonna be 9 piercing damage.
All
And
right.
then second attack with the short sword with advantage because I hit the first
Yeah.
one. That is gonna be a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
That is gonna be another 9 piercing damage.
Yeah.
And then nick him with my scimitar as well.
Sure.
With advantage also because I hit with the short sword. That's gonna be a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
And then that's gonna be 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
Magic.
That's everything.
Hmm.
How damaged do these statues?
I mean,
I will
they both have
use
pieces busted off.
You know what? I'm gonna use my action surge
Okay.
to attack statue one again. I won't be able to do the extra attack with
Okay. Yep.
with the scimitar, but I will be able to get, I think, 2 more attacks with a short sword, right?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. So first one is a 20
Yep.
to hit, and that is 4 piercing damage, and then the next one with advantage is 25 to hit, which is 4 piercing damage again.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. At this point, how rough is the statue looking?
They both have pieces busted off them.
Do I do it? Do I do it?
That's up to you.
Nah, I'm gonna say my last psionic die in case Jane gets hit horribly.
All right. It's Jane's turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna heal again. This time cure wounds at the 2nd level.
Sure.
$28. Actually, I think that takes me up to max.
Nice.
It does.
Excellent.
Okay, cool.
Time to lose it all. Time to lose it all over again, and
Let's
the
go.
cycle repeat.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Let's see. So statue number 1 is going to attack you. 16 hits.
Is that for me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Here's where I can use my.
Yes. Here's where you can do that.
Thing to. Yep.
Jane is going to take 7, but you get to make your attack.
Okay.
That does use my reaction though, right?
Yes, it does.
I think. Okay, so yeah. I'll just use the short sword then. For that, that is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
And it is 8 piercing damage, and I get advantage on my next attack against it.
Yep. And let's see what happens to the hammer. Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Okay, so the hammer misses. The hammer misses. Nice. All right.
Also, I should be up by now, I think.
Yeah, I apologize.
Unless Iron Statue 2 decides to...
Well, Statue 2 is going to try and hit as well. So the sword... well, that would hit, but it has disadvantage. And the disadvantage means that 1 means it misses.
Nice.
Good job,
Let's
Waver.
go.
The hammer, however, does hit, which means you do get knocked down again.
Okay.
8 points of damage.
What is this, like 6 times now?
Somewhere in there.
Kind of just been going
Get knocked down, get up, heal, get knocked down, get up. Yeah, lots and lots of fun.
Actually, next turn I don't think I'll be healing.
But I get up
I'll be
again.
able to attack next turn.
Gonna keep me down.
It's Livio's turn.
Yeah,
Shoot at the
I'm
statue.
pretty sure if you... Livia,
Yeah.
hear me out here. If you run through Jane, I'm pretty sure you can get to Hoodie without provoking opportunity attack and bring them back.
Can I?
Possibly.
Is that how that works?
I can jump
Based-
over Jane.
Based on the squares, I don't think so.
I can climb over Jane.
5, 10, 15, 20. Wait.
I have 35 movement.
10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah, if you have 35 movement, you can definitely get the. You can just go around Jane.
Darth?
I like, but without
Can
provoking an opportunity of attack.
It's the without provoking.
Yeah,
attack.
without. So in other words, you would go. Hold
Wait.
on.
If I
where's my point?
climb over Jane, I'm nowhere near.
No, what I'm saying is, where's my pointer? You would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and
would
you'd
pr-
still be next to it, so you wouldn't.
Yeah,
provoke.
you're not.
that would
You no, it wouldn't because you're not leaving their area of control.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
if that's the case, then I'll do it.
Okay.
Restore beast.
All right.
Buddy,
Hoodie's back.
Buddy,
missed you.
yay!
Yeah, I just said that because I felt like it was getting
Yeah,
close
that-
to a minute having passed.
That is.
We are only on round
an
7 of the
action.
combat, so no, we still have another 3 turns.
Still, having an extra
Um,
thing to deal damage would be nice.
I don't know if I have. Does Hoodie have an action now?
It's at the point where Hoodie's just gonna get up. You'll get an action next
Okay,
turn with him.
then that's my turn.
I think it actually
can't-
cost
that-
action economy on that one waiver, but
Yeah,
is what it is.
It's one action in order to restore Hoodie.
Yeah, but still,
it's your
could
turn.
be useful. All right. You know the drill now. You expend a spell slot to regain bardic inspiration to give everyone mental of inspiration again.
Yay! Another 4 hit
Everyone
points.
gains two temporary hit points this
Two
time.
temporary hit points.
I think I
Uh,
think I'm gonna keep my 14 personally.
That's fair.
Please get out of the way so I can shatter.
I cannot. I've already used my reaction. To attack.
I mean, I can go like here, but that's the best I could do, I think. Or I mean, I guess I could.
Or
Like,
if you go the other way, then I don't think it works still.
I mean, I
Well,
think you could
Was it a
still-
circle?
Yeah, how big is the circle?
You have to hit me as well, unless you move it like down to the right. Maybe
It's
a little bit?
fine.
It's better than
it-
hitting 2 of us at least.
It's
yeah,
fine. The old
It's,
man.
yeah,
can
it's
take
fine.
it.
I could just second win again.
yeah. I think you could probably make the saving throw, and B, even if you don't, it's not too much damage for you.
What kind of saving throw is it?
It is a Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah, I can definitely make that. I have +5 for Constitution saving throw.
I am going
know,
to use
now
a third.
Now that you said that, you're going to fail it.
You could
I'm
hit
going
Oh,
to
no.
use I'm going to use a third level spell slot to cast Shatter at third level. So all of those boys make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. Constructs have disadvantage.
Oh no! I got one die. I got.
I told
15.
you.
Wait,
Go ahead and roll.
why did you delete it?
Because he had
Why,
one hit
why
point.
did you delete one?
Because he had one hit
Oh.
point. The other one, however, made the save. So go ahead and make your damage roll.
And I did not. make the save.
15.
Oh, it's only 15 damage.
Down, so that's 7. Yeah, only
Okay.
15, and
I'm-
the one
I'm
that
still at
saved only
27, I'm
takes 7 because of rounding down.
The other one was left at 1 hit point, so it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, I've done what I can, so.
It's Padri's turn.
Alrighty,
I mean,
I'm
if
gonna
you think
go
about it, Padre.
ahead, and I'm gonna go next to Iron Statue 2, and I'm going to go ahead and hit it with my short sword. It was against Statue 1. I hit the short, so no advantage here.
Mhm.
That is an 8 to hit. It's not hit
Not
probably.
hitting.
I will try again with the short sword. Ooh, that's a 22.
That's a hit.
And then that is going to be 8 piercing damage. Okay, my
Okay.
next attack has advantage. So nick it with the scimitar.
it.
Yay. That's a 26 to hit.
That's a hit.
And that is going to be 7 slashing damage. And you know what? Is it dead yet, actually?
It is not dead.
Yeah. I will go ahead and use my last psionic die to do a psionic strike on that last attack on it. for an additional 6 force damage.
All right, Jane, what are you up to?
All right.
Actually, no. Before Jane's turn, we'll use my bonus action as well to second wind.
Okay, that's fine.
To heal myself 9.
Yep.
And I get to have my movement without provoking an opportunity attack,
Yep.
which I will. I'm just gonna. Wait, no. 5, 10, 15. Yep, I'll move there. Sure.
Sure. Jane.
Well, we've got the firing line here.
Yeah, I'm gonna like move like over here.
The angry bear is charging it down.
Only one of them can actually.
I was getting out of the way for Jane. That's what was happening.
I mean, I could still got next to it even if you were there.
The angry bear is charging it down. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm gonna first try to claw it.
Yep.
Does a 21 hit?
Yeah, it does.
Awesome. And it's gonna take. That's gonna be 4 damage, 4 slashing damage, and it's knocked prone.
It is knocked prone.
Nice.
We got. I'm gonna bite it with advantage.
Sure.
So does a 15 hit?
No.
Damn.
Unfortunate.
Do you have
They
heroic
16
inspiration
AC.
left?
I do not.
Okay.
That's me.
Stands up. And it attacks you.
Okay.
Sword doing 7.
Okay.
And the hammer doing 10 and knocking you down.
Hard. Still alive.
On that note, Livio.
I'm surprised. I'm genuinely surprised that Hoodie was the only casualty.
I mean, I've been healing myself like crazy.
It's true.
Mm.
The fights
Yeah,
weren't
I haven't
supposed to be
taken much
combined,
damage,
but that's okay.
and I've also been.
Yeah, maybe because you were possessed. Maybe that's why you haven't taken much damage.
Yeah, probably.
What are you up to, Livio? Are you muted again?
Livio is indeed muted.
I hope you didn't fall asleep.
Canonically, Livio now is
Hello?
mute.
Hello.
Sorry, my
Hi.
brother decided to reset the router on me, so I'm currently on a hot.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh,
I don't know how all this is gonna work. I'm assuming it's my turn.
It is your
Yes.
turn.
It is.
Tell me what you want to do, and I can
Uh,
handle it.
Hoodie go. Hoodie attack.
All right. So, Hoodie rolls a 3, and whatever bonuses, it's probably not going to be enough on that one.
That's not gonna be enough.
All right.
Oh
wait, Hoodie has advantage on that. Let me do a second one. 16. That's almost certainly going to be enough.
Yeah.
Hoodie.
Go Hoodie.
Hoodie goes in and tries to attack it, and pulls the head off the thing like a ball.
Let's go.
getting Hoodie back was the right choice.
So true.
It was
True.
left
I
at 1
wanted
hit
Hoodie
point.
to get the final attack.
The Hoodie gets the final attack.
I was kind of assuming that
Yay.
was the case, considering you were practically begging Jane to have a
Anything.
heroic.
Anything. Sitting there at 1 hit point. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I used it earlier to. I think out of
Wait, so
to
I
make a
brought it
dex
down
save.
to 1 hit point, or?
Yes. Well,
No.
Jane Swipe brought it down to 1.
Oh,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
swipe. Oh yeah, your swipe. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh boy. maybe we should call it here for the night and pick up tomorrow for
Yeah,
the
for sure.
after battle stuff.
Tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow. Let's do
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Wait,
Tomorrow,
Yeah,
I'm afraid I'm a
tomorrow.
little bit busy. I have a British group that's running through this
Yeah.
campaign. Sorry.
Um, yeah, you. I also understand considering Deltarune's coming out tomorrow.
Oh, I'm more worried about
Then
South of
the
Midnight,
next
which
part?
I was playing a
Oh,
little
is
bit
it?
of today, and Blue Prince is on Thursday.
It's a very common joke within the Deltarune community to just say
Oh.
Deltarune tomorrow.
Oh, gotcha.
Uh,
I still need to play chapter 2. I haven't done it yet.
All right, let me just
3 and
do-
4 are coming out on the 5th of June, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I did hear about, like, I forgot the release date, but I did hear about the announcement on the Lieutenant Direct.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's
I'm pretty sure
see.
it's.
Livio, can you
June.
do me a favor? Are you still on?
Hi?
Are you still on hotspot?
no, I'm back to normal.
Can
I'm
you
back on
do
the-
me a favor and just go ahead and hit F5?
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, you should. It's fine.
Could be a reward.
Could be. What am I looking for? That's a lot of
You're-
XP.
Waiver, you can go ahead and
Yeah.
hit F5.
That's a lot of XP. It jumped up like over half. Almost.
Yeah, that is a lot. Jesus.
And it's a lot of XP.
Padre, you can go ahead and hit it. That's fine.
Holy shit, that's a lot of experience.
Jane,
That's over half.
Jane, would you like your chance to say that too? Go ahead and hit F5.
Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. That's
Oh
so
my
much XP.
Oh my god, that's
That's
so
over half.
much.
I am
Oh
positively
my
shaken by.
god.
I am positively shaken by the amount of experience I have earned through this endeavor.
Why does that feel like something
Hmm?
say?
Sorry.
Whatever
What?
Eternal said.
Yeah. Hey, you guys got some experience. You did some hard fights. They were supposed to be more than one fight, but whatever. It's fine.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to fight Hakon because we have the spirit. Wolf.
Yeah.
Like that's just a given.
Yeah, Hakon's coming after us.
Not if
now.
we escape real fast before he knows what hit
There's
him.
no way. There is no way in hell we're gonna be able to do that, Math.
Yeah, no, he can literally teleport.
That guy can teleport.
We should just like just book it out of the town now.
As soon as we're done in this house, just
Yeah,
leave.
I definitely do think we should book it because that way he's forced to come after us, which means he's expending resources
Yeah.
to get to us. I definitely do agree
And
on
so
that.
You're
maybe
pretty-
he won't.
You're pretty sure you could take him, Waiver.
Mm.
You think you could?
Oh no. Oh no, it's because you have the spirit board. You're cursed.
You're pretty sure that you,
You
could
could
take
take
him.
Mm.
The connection to the other side. There are tools there. He wouldn't survive.
Waver is very familiar with the powers of the other side, and is very displeased that she's thinking these things.
Yeah, well, shouldn't have failed that charisma save so badly.
It's not like I can control that I got a nat 1. And I honestly think using my heroic inspiration to get information was more useful.
That's fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
All right. All right. So other than that, I am perfectly on board with the idea of calling it here for the night. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely think it is a very good place to call it.
All right. Let me just
I agree.
stop
Just
the
finishing a
stream.
fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop the
Bye,
stream. and we'll go from there.
stream.
Say
Bye.
bye,
Bye,
the stream.
Bye,
We'll be back on
stream.
Chaos next week.
No, tomorrow.
No, tomorrow.